Right,
All
let's
right.
go ahead and get started. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. I am doing some preparation for SCG Dallas Fort Worth, and I know my friend here that you can see beneath me, Mr. Michael Kidd, is planning on playing some Jund there. It's a deck I'm considering, but I'm much more likely to play Titan Shift because I have so many more reps with it. But it is a deck that I want to explore, and I trust no one more than my friend Michael Kidd here to be knowledgeable about Jund and help me out in if I want to get some reps on that deck and actually try playing it in the tournament. So before we get started too much, this is post Hogak ban. This is, the modern games we're going to be playing today are after Stoneforge is legal, and Hogak and Faithless Looting are both banned in Magic Online. And so nothing out of Jund got hit. And a lot of people think that Jund is in a better situation than it was before the Hogak ban because of this looting ban. Do you agree, disagree? Talk to me about how you think Jund fares after that ban list, kid.
So again, I kind of talked about it earlier. Even in the Hogak format, where a lot of good players be playing graveyard decks, you can't skimp on sideboard cards for just the random decks that people are going to bring to
Oh,
modern.
holy shit, Ace. Thanks so much for the gifted subs. I'm sorry, I turned the notifications off because I did a little hack midstream because Kid was too quiet to turn up the volume a lot, so I turned off
Yeah,
notifications. Ace just gave away five subs to the community. Thank you so much. You're the absolute best. I really appreciate it. And
yeah.
show some Ace some love, chat, please. Anyway, please keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
But yeah, no. Anyways, couldn't prepare only for the graveyard decks or only for the top decks, but you just get like beat down and rounds like 1 through 5 or something, or just day one of a modern event. But now the format, like before, you had to play multiple ley lines, multiple spell bombs. You had to come prepared to beat Hogak. You just did. You were going to run into it at least once, twice, 5 times maybe, like I did in Richmond. Because the deck's insane, especially if you make a run at day 2, like my team did again in Richmond. You're going to play against Hogak multiple times, and you just can't beat that deck with like 3 Scavenging Oozes and a Spellbomb or 2. But now the graveyard decks are severely neutered to the point where not many people are even going to play them, I think, week 1. It opens up a lot of space for your sideboard, and that's something I felt like I kind of desperately needed when I was forced to be playing Leyline, forced to be playing, spell bombs and such. So I think banning of these graveyard strategies is going to significantly reduce the amount of not so versatile cards I have to play on my sideboard just to have a fighting chance against Hogak.
Okay. So basically, I mean, it's a lot like what people have talked about as far as other decks like humans, even like people were kind of talking about it with Phoenix, where like you're going to be able to free up your sideboard slots that you had like dedicated to these really narrow hateful cards like Leyline of the Void, that you just you don't have to like have those basically that 11 card sideboard anymore, where you have like 4 ley lines locked in guaranteed in order to try to beat Hogak. So you basically get more equity out of your sideboard slots, which is something that Jund utilizes pretty well as a fair deck.
Yeah, being a fair deck is the big thing. Like last format, their decks like I don't know, Effect or Humans or whatever, where a lot of your cards still have text even if you board them out. Whereas Jund, there are cards like Fatal Push or Liliana, sometimes Lightning Bolt, like whatever. These cards don't always have text or not very relevant text in a lot of matchups. So you have so many cards that you just like want to get out of your deck, and you need so many cards to bring in. And so anytime your sideboards, the sideboards are 20 cards as opposed to 15, Jund would benefit a lot more from that than a deck that has a very like good, aggressive, focused game plan game 1, and a lot of cards that always have text, like an Infect or Affinity or something like that.
Okay. So, transitioning that into what are the changes that we have made. So, obviously, you had your list posted today. There's 7 Fulminators. There should be 3 in that list, but you had your list posted today on SCG and an SCG article. What are some changes that you've made, knowing that Stoneforge is unbanned? I mean, the first thing that comes to people's mind is Kolaghan Command, right? Words
Yeah.
are so hard. Kolaghan's Command is a card that is pretty clearly good against Stoneforge, cleaning up both the Stoneforge and the equipment, and also just being like a generic 2-for-1 in those kinds of matchups anyway. So that's the obvious card that I think people immediately want to play more of. What other changes have you made with those new sideboard slots you have available to with Leyline of the Void gone?
So let's see. I had both of the lists pulled up. So I'm playing a third Collective Brutality, and that's a lot because it is Dallas, and every time I've been there, people have showed out with burn.
Oh, people love their burn in Dallas.
Yeah, they love their burn out there, and they just love red decks, so that makes a lot of sense to be playing now. A Damping Sphere in tandem with the 3 Fulminators that I played before also makes a ton of sense because Tron was tougher to prepare for last format. And I think I talked to Michael Olson, won an Open on Jun. A lot of you guys may or may not know him. He's a great guy, great Jun player. Highly recommend messaging him, following him on Twitter and everything. But
all Jun players suck.
He talked to me about the Damping Sphere and kind of convinced me, hey, look, 4 Fulminators, that's a little excessive. And
what about 7?
Probably, 7's very excessive. But the Damping Sphere is probably better against Eldrazi Tron, and that's been a deck that's been popping up a lot because Fulminator A, it's 3 mana, and then a Stone Rain is sometimes not that good. I mean, it's fine, but sometimes Damping Sphere ends up being multiple Stone Rain kind of thing. It's so it's a little better there on the draw against Tron. Sometimes Fulminator is too slow, so having a Damping Sphere in that spot's nice too. And then if you play against some wacky the Twiddle Storm deck or whatever, then Damping Sphere is great there too. We're playing a 4th Bloodbraid Elf in the sideboard where we weren't before, and that's, I think, because a lot of people are going to be playing fair decks. People are going to be playing the Mirror, they're going to be playing Stoneforge Mystic, and Bloodbraid Elf is just insane, so we're playing that. We moved the 3rd Fatal Push to the sideboard.
There's only 2 in the main now, one side.
Yeah, I was kind of just wanting 6 1-mana removal spells in last format in the whole 75, and I just didn't feel I could get away with it, so I am now. The reason I decided on the 3 bolt split with the 3-2 with the 2 pushes as opposed to 2 bolt 3 push like I did last format is because I don't think anyone's going to be playing Thing. And I think
it's a pretty tough one to play now.
Yeah, people aren't really going to be playing that, and I think they're going to be playing more Planeswalkers. Bolt can kind of gun down. There are probably more Jaces, Narsets, Little Teferis, whatever. Bolt doesn't always kill those, depending on what your opponent does with them, but being able to finish them off is way better than having a push rat in your hand.
Okay.
And then, in the main deck, you also see, no Spellbomb and Kolaghan's command in that slot. And
where the Spellbomb was.
And then I'm no longer playing Tireless Tracker because, honestly, that card was trash.
I mean, that segues into Red Sixbeard, who in chat asked, where did Pyromancer go in these Jun lists? Tracker just better? ? What do you think? What's your thoughts on those cards?
I played a lot with the Seasoned Pyromancer in some leagues. It's fine. It's probably playable. The problem I had with it is that you have to fetch awkwardly. You have to change your mana base and all that to support a card that you're only going to want to play 1 or 2. And it's not obviously better than Tireless Tracker or a 4th Bloodbraid Elf or some other card. It's not obvious card is, way better than those cards. And you're making a lot of concessions to play it. If the card was definitely better, then I would probably change my mana base to play it. But it's not obviously definitely better. And I think a lot of people are kind of high on the card, undeservingly so. I was not very impressed with it any of the times I played with it. It's fine. It might be better than Tracker. It might be on par or better than Bloodbraid Elf some of the time. But it's not worth altering your mana base, altering the way you're fetching. And that's why I just haven't registered the card for a tournament. I've played it a lot on Moto. I played it all week before Richmond and just could not get behind any of the lists I was playing, whether it was Dukes or whoever's.
Squirrel Party agrees. You said played Spyro, they agree. Lots of subtle concessions, mediocre payoff, which is pretty fair assessment.
Yeah.
So all of that said, is there any final things before I know people are itching to start playing some games. I'm so sorry this has taken so long. But is there any final things you want to talk about that are not stock in other Jund lists? Like, for instance, I know you've discussed with me Confidants in the main is some things that you're not seeing as much anymore. The uptick of, like, cycling lands that you trying to pair with Wrenn and Six, I assume. Walk me through if there's any, like, not stock things you're doing that, have good logic behind them that you want to highlight.
So if you go to goodgriefgames.com, I wrote an article on my list that got 24th in Columbus. And that list is a little different than what you see in the Chaz, whatever, the finance article on SCG. And I wrote a decent amount about, like, Dark Confidant, the one on Top Tracker, cycle lands through Wrenn and Six, all that kind of stuff. So I don't really want to keep people from the game now. You can go check out that article. I cut the Abrupt Decay from that list for Trophy because Abrupt Decay is garbage. I cut Trials Tracker because he's garbage. I played some more Kolaghan's Command because Stoneforge Mystic. I cut Nihil Spellbomb because Hogak was banned. And I freed up some sideboard slots, which, another card for Tron. You see another 1-mana removal spell that I kind of already wanted. Another Collective Brutality because Dallas Burn's going to be out in force. And another Bloodbraid Elf. It's like a haymaker for Pyromancer. So nothing super big. There's a lot different here than other people's Jund lists, but if you want to, look more into that, just go read the article at Good Grief Games. Follow me on Twitter. I make some posts there, and that'll save us.
Follow him on Twitter at @JundKid. Yeah. Link to the article in the chat. Let's play some games. Yeah. Let's make sure there's no less questions. I'm enjoying one. Bob might play two. Might still play Chandra, Acolyte of Flame. She's been very good. Got second in the Classic with her in the Classic in Richmond. Good job, Tyler. Tyler J.J. O'Brien is what I'm assuming it is. Good job. Congratulations on your Classic finish. Acolyte of Flame is not a card I think Michael likes very much, though.
No. I've honestly never tried it. I wanted to, but I just didn't get the time because I was so busy trying to, do due diligence and make sure that I didn't want to register Season Pyromancer. So I didn't get too much time to test some of the other new spicy ones.
The stream will have more punts than the Detroit Lions. Probably with me as the pilot. Okay. His hand looks atrocious, right? Like, push is not even very good in the format anymore. Huh?
Oh. What? Your name? Saffron Olive? Or, no, it's him.
Yeah, I'm playing against Saffron Olive. Oh, better known as MTG Goldfish. The chances that push is good against whatever they're doing is pretty low, probably, too. I mean, it's a Saffron Olive deck, right? Although, what a way to start the stream.
This hand's garbage.
Alright, let's get this out of here.
Is this a friendly league?
Is this a friendly league? There's no more friendly leagues, your forehead.
Oh, there's not? Oh, geez.
I hate you.
I've never played friendly.
This looks a lot better. We should probably just ship a Wrenn.
Yeah, we don't need two of those. Yeah.
We don't need two of those. I'm so ready for the first one to get countered or, like, something of the like, and we just really want the second one because they're good in the matchup or whatever. We're going to get Spell Snare. There's a card that's stock increased. Chandra flashing back K command is insane. I mean, yeah, having like a red Snapcaster Mage is interesting, Tyler. That's a good point. Oh, Crocodile MTG said, is Plague Engineer here as a card to shrink tribal decks, or do you find it better against against creatures like Snapcaster Mage? Oh, wow. Wish I had that Fatal Push.
Yeah. No, that card is pretty bad against like the Snapcaster decks in my opinion.
I think it's probably a lot more for, like, I mean, you can speak to this, but I think Wurza is like a deck where you want to name like Thopter against them. That seems very effective.
Yeah, I think you can board it in against Wurza,
I'm gonna shock
Storm, and Amulet. And then obviously like the tribal.
Alright, let's see what's going on. Seth, better known as Saffron Olive. Hey, look! Whoever said he was messing around with Stoneforge Mystic is wildly correct. Okay, so our opinions here. So we have this Wrenn and Six to cover this Birds of Paradise next turn, but unfortunately that means like they still get to play their Teferi first. We don't really care about that card though, right? Like maybe we can just like take Stoneforge, kill birds. They play Teferi next turn. We kill bird, and then we have like Liliana dialed up, but they still have Restoration Angel. So is the Restoration Angel more scary? Being on the draw is so rough here.
So let's see. He's gonna go turn 2 Stoneforge, get Batterskull. We're going to kill his
bird,
and then he puts Batterskull in, and we're egregiously behind with our Liliana.
Yeah, I think that means we just have to snipe this and hope to like find another discard spell or removal spell. Alright, let's take the Stoneforge.
Probably have to.
Okay. I mean, it was just banned in Modern. Thanks very much for the follow, Merc Jr. Like I said, those of you joining recently, we got quite a few people in here now. The notifications are turned off because Michael had to be turned all the way up. And the way I have it set up, it's feeding desktop volume. So basically what that means is if notifications were on, you'd get some screaming monkeys in your ears, and I'm trying to save your ears. So I'm for the people, everybody. What are we fetching here with this land? Because we're obviously not playing Ravine. It has to be black, right, because of Liliana?
Yeah, I think Blood Crypt.
Okay. Blood Crypt. Is there... I mean, there's kind of a concern to our life total, though, because we could get punked up with a stupid Restoration Angel. Although
well, we have to fetch a red source, so we're shocking no matter what.
That's true. Alright, they have one unknown. They don't even have the 4th land quite yet. They can draw a card with Teferi, but, like, then they're kind of putting it within range of, like, just being sniped by, like, some other stuff. The fact we're not going to have Lily lined up, too, is, like, kind of frustrating. Oh, no, we do, because Wrenn and Six is so busted. Wow, forehead!
Yeah.
Alright, they're just going to plus up Teferi. That makes a lot of sense. Played 3rd land. Does this smell like Spell Queller to you think?
I mean, what else did they have in their hand? They had, like,
we knew about Resto, and we knew about Gavany Township, which they played, so we know about only a Restoration Angel.
I think probably just want to play the Liliana.
We're buying this back no matter what. I think we're fetching a basic here.
Yeah. I probably fetch basic for us.
Okay, yeah, for Scavenging Ooze, I guess.
Yeah.
Boop. That makes a lot of sense.
Double black.
Alright, let's go grab green. Thanks for the follow, MST32. I appreciate it. Alright, let's get our Liliana spell quellered, and then we're probably going to have trouble winning. Hey, thanks for the sub, MST32. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the pesos box. Show some hype in chat since we don't have notifications turned on. Also, Kigropa. I hope I said that right. Thank you for the follow. Just discard.
In case we didn't use... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
In case we didn't use the ping, I actually like discarding the Ravine. In case we need to like use the ping and the Liliana.
Next turn we have an untapped land for Bloodbraid. Okay, no, that's good logic. It's good logic. Red Six Beard, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. We got a good crowd in here. Everybody's excited to watch some Jund and some new Modern. Hey. I agree. This smells like Spell Queller.
Kind of cool.
Oh, nice. They didn't have double blue for it. That's gross. And if he missed on land, yeah, it looks like he's minusing to try to hit a land. Let's see if he hit it. He did. Fortunately, we can plus both our Planeswalkers above 4 next turn, so that they will not die to the Restoration Angel. So we're much more concerned about our own life total. Alfred has left. Thank you for the follow. So I kind of want to fetch like a basic swamp here. Is that insane?
No, that's not insane. The one thing I will say is your Bloodbraid Elf is just a 3/2.
I mean, well, so here's the thing. We can Bloodbraid, and then that threatens their Teferi, right? Even if we whiff, right? Even if we like wheel into Fatal Push, we threaten their Teferi, and so then they're forced to either try to flash in Resto, like eat my Bloodbraid, and then I get to minus it with Liliana, and then even then we can make the decision to minus Wrenn and Six to like ping Teferi down to 2 so that they don't get another card out of it.
Yeah.
Or
no, I'm saying it's just a 3/2 no matter what it hits.
Oh, because it's a fairy. Oh, that's disgusting. You're right. So no, it doesn't matter. We actually are supposed to cast it then.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so let's fetch a swamp then, right?
Yeah.
God, Teferi, man, what a card. The card is dumb.
If he decides to flash Resto and eat your Bloodbraid, then you -2 his.
Yeah, we still don't fall super far behind on cards.
No, I think we're very fine on cards right now.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't activated either of our Planeswalkers. Inquisition? Oh no. That would have been a good one. Alright, let's try to kill this Teferi. Set up for more Bloodbraids. Attack Teferi. Maybe we'll be on a featured Saffron Olive video. Yeah, everybody's yelling at me that Teferi shuts off BBE, which is kind of disgusting. Who designed this?
It's pretty annoying.
Huh?
Pretty annoying.
Not great. It's not ideal.
Is he really?
Okay, if he flashes in and blocks, you actually can minus Wrenn and then plus Liliana just trying to run him out of cards. I don't know if that's better than like minusing on the Teferi.
Yeah. Either way. I'm surprised he decided to do this.
Why?
I don't know. I just figured want to take out our planeswalkers. We could minus Wrenn. I think that's actually better.
Is it? Because like I want to incentivize them almost to cash out Teferi because we have another Bloodbraid Elf.
Okay.
I don't know if that's for sure, but I think there's a real consideration here. So we're 3 minutes behind on time. We're gonna have to be a little bit faster. But like we could just plus discard the extra land, minus, or I'm sorry, we could minus plus pick up the extra land.
Whatever you feel is fine. Let's trust your judgment.
I want to keep our planeswalkers total higher. Basically, are their cards better than me picking up lands? I think so. So I think it is better to use Wrenn. All right, let's pick that off. And then let's plus up because we have an extra land to discard anyway. And then this still incentivizes them to cash out their Teferi. And we can plus up pick up the Ravine next turn to really help with pressuring like their Teferi. They discarded a Path to Exile. It's a good one to have them discard. That means the last card is better than Path to Exile, and they almost certainly drew that land. Hopefully it's not like a Thragtusk. This could smell like a Thragtusk with that snap-off fetch. Or it's a card that needs double green.
Could be Batterskull.
Could be Batterskull. Look at you calling it. The called shots. Alright, so we can take care of everything now, because we get to minus, get this out of the way, play Bloodbraid, attack Teferi, minus Wrenn, kill Teferi, and then they're just going to have a Bloodbraid, I'm sorry, a Batterskull, nothing else. That seems like a good turn to me.
Yeah, it's a little annoying.
Yeah, I mean, we're still ahead on cards.
A part of me would just like wants to return the...
Yeah, I was like to say, you want to return the Ravine, don't you?
Just not cast Bloodbraid, but that's probably bad.
Nah, I think we're ahead with 2 Planeswalkers in play. There's no sense being like animalistic about this. Combat. He just concedes! We have junded him! He is uninterested in continuing to play this game. I do not understand why. Alright, so... Stoneforge value Bant deck. What do we like? Bloodbraid was kind of embarrassing there, despite seeming like it should be good in the matchup.
I think
Neither will know, Sprite.
I have no idea what he's playing, though.
I mean, it could be the Soulherder deck. Like, let's see if we can pull that up real quick. I think Gabriel Nassif wrote an article on that. Oh my gosh. Fireball. On channel Fireball. And I think that deck plays a lot of these cards, so we're gonna take a guess. That's probably Soulherder. Chat can probably scream at me while I'm trying to pull up this this deck guide.
Well,
Gabe Nassif, where are you?
I've heard that was a really bad matchup for Judd. That's the case.
Oh, Soulherder?
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably not great. Like, yeah, here we go. Boop.
Or up. So.
Let's see. I don't see Restoration Angel in this deck, though. It's like Time Warp, Soulherders. Doesn't play Stoneforge either, so maybe they're just doing something else that's like tangential to Soulherder. Probably be...
I think Bloodbraid is still good. And probably Vraska.
Vraska and what?
Vraska, Bloodbraid.
Is Trophy good? Trophy seems like it might be good.
Fine. I'd probably board in Trophy.
What sucks? Lightning Bolt is fine?
Well, I don't know if he plays like Tarmogoyf or anything. So
we know about Stoneforge Mystic, though, so no, that's pretty good.
I think Fatal Push is just going to be worse. Like, I don't know. Fatal Push and like...
Oh, they're also a Birds of Paradise deck. Wow, I'm an idiot. Yeah, no, we really want Lightning Bolts.
Right. Okay.
Maybe we don't want this trophy? I don't know.
No, I think the trophy's... So we're on the draw.
Yeah, we got 52 seconds. What sucks?
1 Tarmogoyf.
Calculated.
And 2 Inquisition.
Big calculated.
Actually, we're on the draw. We could maybe cut a Liliana. I think we have enough power. Heck, we could probably bring in the other push, cut a Liliana, and cut the discard spell, sorry.
Alright, I'm actually down for that. I think I want the other Fatal Push. I think it's going to be better on the draw than the discard spell, where we're going to want to be able to bolt their bird. That makes a lot of sense. I'm a big fan of that. Some people were trying out Restoration in the Soulherder deck. Unlikely they play Goyf. Well, yeah, but they also... I don't think we're playing Stoneforge Mystic either, right? Ugh. This hand's, like, so close to busted. But, especially on the draw, like, oh, okay.
We can't keep it.
Nice! Look at this mana base. Chat, are we in or not? Your Tranquil Thicket Raging Ravine deck with 2 Lilianas.
So we got a mulligan.
I'd say that's a safe mulligan. Alright, yeah, okay. The challenging part of this hand is what goes on bottom.
We're down on cards, so I really want the Vraska.
But, I want to ship a land. Part of me wants to ship a land.
Yeah, I kind of want to ship Land Ooze and be very greedy.
That is so greedy. Land Ooze? Are you kidding me? Trophy seems bad this matchup. You need to blow up equipment and Planeswalkers. Ooze Swamp. Alright, well, Crocodile G says Ooze Swamp. You like an Ooze Swamp?
I love this guy.
It's so bad. Oh my god. You know what? Alright, fine. We're going to prove a point. We're going to keep a Vraska after putting a land on bottom. Because we're very good at Magic, chat. We're going to draw lands. We're going to jump on lands.
Catch back up on cards.
Oh my god. They didn't even have a Dork on turn one, so this Raging Ravine being a Temple of Tilt doesn't even matter, too. Just never punished. Okay, sure, dude.
I told you.
You suck. I hate you. You're the worst. Who put this person on this stream? This isn't a coward stream. No, apparently I'm the coward.
Dude, we need to draw 2 lands in 4 steps. Fine.
We playing fetch land here?
Yeah, sure.
I think only matters if we need to later push a Restoration Angel and never find another way to get Revolt, but I don't think we're holding the Verdant Catacombs that late no matter what. Alright, well, they're content with draw go. I mean, Lightning Bolt should be good against this idea here.
Let's fetch a Blood.
Yeah, Blood Crypt? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
We're almost at Vraska territory. Draw. Do we play fetch or tapped Overgrown Tomb?
I'd probably just play fetch. I don't know. I can't. I'm trying to think about what they could do that would require us to trophy plus bolt.
I don't really see anything.
Okay, play the tomb tap then.
Yeah, I don't see us using... I see us either trophying or, bolting. I could even see a universe where we double bolt, but we hold all of that up with just these 2 lands.
Yeah.
Never punished. It's a big pog, Thailand. Big pog. What is this? A Quaddle? Not a Quaddle. Vendilion Click. Are we bolting this?
I don't know why. He's gonna take the Vraska. I would Vraska.
All right, let's just let it happen. I'm kind of worried about maybe Restoration Angel shenanigans. Oh, they did himself and put a path on bottom.
I would bolt this guy now.
Yeah, this just means he has Restoration Angel for sure, right? Yeah, let's just bolt. Let's just bolt this. Let's not get flickered. Let's not get ephemerated or whatever that stupid 1 mana card is either. Let's just go ahead and get it out. All right, this is definitely representing Restoration Angel. I don't think we're just jamming Vraska, are we? We're going to try to turn it to a Flame Tongue Kavu? Wow, we're flooding.
It goes up to 5. It goes up
6.
It goes up to 5 or 6. Oh, geez, 6? Wow, the card's even better than I thought. And I play it. It goes up to 6, and then we have a trophy.
So you want to play it and plus it?
Does he play Yeah.
Thanks for the follow, Young PZ420 and Crocodile MTG. I appreciate your follows.
I don't know, plays Cryptic Command or some shenanigans,
in your Forest Gavany Township deck. I'm not buying it.
Dovin's.
I think we're much more likely to get Quellered, but we can always just bolt it later.
That's fine if we get Quellered.
I mean, I think we also saw Force Negation. I don't know if he's cutting that. I'm just gonna play it. Do we sack our land? Do we get rid of this swamp? I kind of want to.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, we got so many lands.
We have so many lands, chat. So many. And I quote, Pinato97, thank you for the follow. Jam Vraska. Chat's on Jam. Hey,
Dude,
BZ.
watch him concede.
Watch him concede. I think he can beat this one. I think he can beat this one.
Yeah. Card's insane.
Yeah, red, we're flooding. We have to sack a land. I mean, that's why we should have put all our lands on bottom, clearly. I don't know what we were thinking. We about to get Cryptic for real? Gross. All right, sure.
What is going on?
I don't know how this deck can afford to play Cryptic Command, but Saffron, you have shown yourself to be victorious this day.
how did we call that shot of all of them?
I mean, yeah, that was like the joke, right? It was like, oh, yeah, you're gonna have Cryptic Command, okay.
Jace. Oh my god.
I mean, if he doesn't, I mean, we could just attack it with Ravine.
Brainstorming?
Yeah.
Dude, what? Is he just hoping we miss a land drop or something?
I have no idea. I mean, we haven't missed one yet. Oh, now they're representing path. Uh-oh.
That's pretty bad if he has it. In fact, that's just like game over. If he
Yeah,
has
I think we have to bolt it.
I think so too.
This game has not gone our way. Is there a universe where I'm just playing this? I kind of want another green source, right? I want to fetch like a star.
I mean, I would just play the bolt right now, Jay, first.
All right, let's do that. We'll lead off on the bolt on Jace. When that gets, I don't know what he could have dispelled.
Okay, yeah, I'm probably playing that. That's fine.
Yeah, let's just hold the foothills for Fatal Push. So I'm down. I'm down. Now it is actually relevant that we can hold it for Fatal Push.
Thinking if he counters it with like a force negation, maybe we play the untapped land to play trophy through a spell pierce or something goofy.
Okay, no, that's good logic. Oh, the Horizon Canopy Cryptic Command deck, obviously. Saffron, you are deep in the weeds, my friend. You're deep. Any shift tonight, Gamer Zach? Probably not. I played some last night, and I don't want to overload. Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Do you like animate attack?
Yeah, does he have any, like...
His flash creatures. I don't know what you want from me.
What kind of flash creature is bigger than a 4/4?
Icefang Quaddle is the beating.
Yeah, but that's not bigger than 4/4.
Michael, it's a Baleful Strix, Michael. What do you mean?
Well, I don't want him to eat my Ravine. If he trades with it, that's different.
He still draws a card. It's still card advantage.
What do you want to do? Just, like, play the land pass? I mean, that's probably fine.
I kind of want to just play land pass, but I don't think that favors me. Does that favor us?
I don't think so.
All right, we're animating this thing. This isn't a coward stream, right, chat? We did not show up to be cowards.
This is also not the right man.
Oh, shut up. I need red. I meant to make red and didn't. Cowards can't make red mana. All right, here it comes. I can't believe you've literally drawn enough lands despite bottoming one. We're just getting path. That's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm glad we bolted that Jace. Look at us. We're so smart. So smart, thin, and handsome. We're also 6 minutes behind on time.
Yeah, just start making decisions at random.
This is not a make decisions at random stream.
No, you said it's not a coward. Like, making decisions at random is the opposite of coward.
That's true. That's true. There's the Quaddle. We must have drawn it, because there's no way he didn't want to just, like, Quaddle it. Like, pathing it is so much worse. Wrenn and Six. Bloodbraid Elf. You don't hate to see that one, chat. That's not one you hate to see.
Okay, leave the green untapped. So red. Yeah. You got it.
This thing.
You got it.
I got it. Inquisition. I will happily cast that one.
Whiff.
In before a whiff. There's no way we're whiffing. Deceptive Moth. Thank you much for the follow. I really appreciate it.
Dude, we're totally gonna whiff.
We're not going to whiff. I refuse to believe we're going to whiff. Look at this. Look at all these targets. We're just kind of dead. Instead of whiffing, we're just dead. All right. We're definitely going to have to play faster, because at this rate, we're definitely getting timed out.
Yeah, so...
Queller is easy to kill. It's like... All these kind of suck. I almost want to take the Quaddle.
I think Queller is just... scariest to me. Well, other than Cryptic Command.
Yeah, I mean, Cryptic Command is obviously the scariest. All right, we'll take the Queller. We'll take the Queller. Because I think I want to run this Bloodbraid into their Quaddle, right? And then try to Kolaghan's command.
That's going to be tough to do with all that, like, spells and stuff.
So, we just holding it on defense then?
I don't know.
I don't either. I think is he legitimately considering Cryptic Commanding this? That would probably be a best case scenario. Alright.
Attack.
We're attacking? We're out here?
Sure.
Alright, I'm in. I mean, I don't want them... I feel like his deck needs to leave creatures in play to get equity, like things like Restoration Angel and maybe any other flicker effects he has. Like, he just, like, is favored if he has creatures in play. So, like, letting him have more creatures in play doesn't seem favorable, even though he has a replacement copy. Alright, this is gone.
Yeah, it's pretty clear he wants to leave up...
Cryptic.
Not only Cryptic, but he just left up Dovin.
That's fine.
And he didn't have... Or wait. No, he tapped a green. Never mind.
There's 3 counters for non-creatures. Stoneforge. Uh-oh. Well, we have 2 answers to the equipment, so that's pretty good.
Probably we're just down on cards.
I mean, the thing is, he just has negates, so if we draw, like, creatures, then we're in great shape. Or, hear me out, we could draw lands. Had you considered that?
Down on time.
We're leaving this in hand, right?
No, like I would almost see. Like I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
okay. No, I buy it. I think we're probably sub... I don't know, probably sub...
Yeah, like he's going to counter
15% to win this game? Yeah. Like, just because of the cryptic commands?
Well, yeah, that... Like...
Alright, well, maybe we had a chance, but we were burning a lot of time. Okay, what have we learned about his deck? Liliana's good. I think discard spells are a lot better than we were giving them credit for.
6 is... There's no way 6 can be right. He has so much...
Flash. I don't like Planeswalkers as much. In fact, I almost kind of want to cut a Liliana, too. Even on the play, it just seems so much worse.
I'd go down to 2 Tarmogoyfs.
Yeah, Tarmogoyf's pretty big and stupid.
I don't think I would cut a Wrenn and Six. And I also don't think I would play 6 discard spells in the matchup.
Okay. They seem like they should be good. Like, he's just holding cards all game. It seems like Inquisitions are going to always find targets even late in the game.
We're on the play here, so...
His list is on Twitter if I care. I don't know if I'm willing to, like, look at that. That's kind of stupid.
I don't think we need all 6 1-mana removal. I can see cutting a push. Like, we're on the play. Wrenn and Six kills the mana dorks.
Oh, Bolt kills Jace. I was going to say, like, don't we want to kill Restoration Angels? No, we want to kill Jace. Alright, let's try that. And plus we have... Although, we do have Kolaghan's commands to pick up little idiots. I don't know. It's kind of tough. Would you like to play first? Nothing can make me happier. Let's get a keepable 7, please. Does this qualify?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
You think it's fine?
Yeah, we can kill his Doric. And
kills 1 mana, and then we can cycle this Barren Moor. I'm probably doing that.
It's a little awkward. Mana is anyway.
Yeah, I mean all the lands, but like we don't have anything we want to do anyway, so we can develop our mana pretty reasonably.
I'd probably just play Blackcleave Cliffs if he doesn't play a 1-drop. Just cycle Barren Moor.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is like if he doesn't have something we want to push, we'll just cycle Barren Moor. Brutality. I think Brutality is worse than Inquisition. J-Train. If we're boarding out Inquisitions, I don't think we want Brutality. Cutting Goyf is never correct, says Joseph Herman. Oh, Michael has some bad news for you.
Yeah, no. Cutting Tarmogoyf and Jund is like the next evolution of becoming a Jund master.
I just realized you were wearing an Outlaws jersey. I sure am, Tyler. Big fan of the Houston Outlaws, even though our season sucked. I had so much faith going into the last season, too, and then we just, like, went lost, and just, like, was dead for everything. It was so miserable. But it's okay. They're going to have a show. They're going to have a game in Atlanta I'm going to try to catch next year, and I'm probably going to try to hit the Houston one, too. Could this get more Fatal pushed? This is... Yeah. We're going to send this one to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
See ya, nerd.
Taking a draw step, trying to hit Wrenn and Six, and do the Barren Moor was maybe okay, but...
Nah,
I'm off play Ravine.
Yeah, because I want to play Ravine, and if he has another mana dork, we can just, like, Kolaghan's command, which would be pretty gross.
Yeah.
Alright, they're holding up the Strix thing. Also, not holding up Dodan's Veto. Let's cycle this. Yeah. Look, we wouldn't have hit it. Results-based thinking. Alright, I'm going to play the fetch in case we want to Kolaghan's command. I find it unlikely, but there's a chance.
Yeah.
Alright. Their mana... Look at this Cryptic command deck. Very powerful. Much wow. What is this? Sword of... Oh, sure. It deals destroy Planeswalker and artifact. That's fine. I do not care. Alright, I'm going to fetch a tapped Overgrown Tomb. No, I have one in hand. What am I fetching here? Stomping Ground?
I kind of want to kill this thing and have him discard. I don't know.
Okay, well, I was thinking maybe Bloodbraid. Yeah, Bloodbraid's probably fine anyway. All right, let's kill this thing and have him discard then. So, I mean, still a little...
I'm just fetching a swamp and just killing it and having him discard and preserve the life.
Is the life really that important? Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I figured with double trophy hand, maybe like we wanted to have a little bit better, no, but it's fine.
I mean, you still have...
You discard, destroy that.
Yeah. Like, getting off a clean 2-for-1, tapped out. Can't even force negation this on his end.
I was hoping to maybe get some mana out of it too, like being able to like kill his creature. Oh, he discarded a Stoneforge Mystic. Wow, he must have like surplus of equipment and stuff.
I'm just playing the Ooze.
You're just playing Ooze. Are you shocking?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably fine.
You're shocking?
Yeah, you can exile a creature or trophy.
Green, alright.
Like, I'm not playing the Bloodbraid here in case I hit, like...
I mean, there's a lot of bad hits, yeah. Like, there's a lot of removal spells, which is kind of why I wanted to leave the sword, is like maybe that... Like, if we hit like a trophy or we wield into... Okay, that's fine. Alright, like now Bloodbraid's pretty juicy.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Alright, let's
We're definitely not using trophy on that. So.
I mean, yeah.
He's missing land drops.
Goofer. Alright.
Alright.
Elf time.
Wrenn and Six.
Oh, Wrenn and Six would be the nut.
Also not bad.
Oh, that is not far off best case as well. Don't negate me, Daddy! No! Okay, he still was a 2-for-1, actually. So he really wants this 4th piece of mana. And we're about to attack for 6.
Well, he also doesn't have white. So...
Oh. Nice Cryptic Command deck. Very good mana. Very good. Very good. Very, very powerful.
Did he pitch a Cryptic Command? Because that would be
Mikey
hilarious.
Hopkins. Thank you very much for re-upping, Mikey Hopkins. I really appreciate it. IDK who gave me a gift sub, but you're great. I really, really appreciate your support. That means a lot to me. Sorry the notifications are turned off. Also, sorry I missed your follow, Bad Boy MTG. I really appreciate your follow. Eternal Witness. Okay. I don't think I care about that. Although it is frustrating that he's getting that through my scoos.
Yeah, he has to get it now.
And that gives
Oh,
him
he's
a
trying to
light.
build up the Cryptic Command.
Oh, we're almost at Cryptic territory. Very powerful. Oh, no, we gotta grab a green source.
Kidding. Oh, what?
Okay. Sure.
Bunch of dummies.
It's
It's pretty good.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
So, you can just play that.
Definitely just playing this. Pick off a Hierarch, I think, right? Oh, he just doesn't want to play. Where are you going, Saffron Olive? I was not done junting. I was not done. You hyped for SCG Dallas Fort Worth? Honestly, I am so excited. I'm traveling with this goober beneath my face here. And I'm so excited about New Modern. I'm so excited about the food. It's just so good. Yeah, sorry, Bad Boy. I just saw your message about no follow alerts.
And
I'm really sorry.
Wait for it. No PTO because
Oh,
Monday,
yeah, there's a holiday on Monday? It's just literally best case scenario. It's so good. What did he pitch for force? He pitched the Spell Queller.
Also, this is me only, but I do the 980 and Friday's an off Friday.
Okay. Velvet Taco, hell yeah, Mikey. Velvet Taco slaps. Tannen said he had a whole lineup of food to go get when he was in the chat earlier, and I'm so excited. Dallas is a misery to get to, but is honestly one of the best places to go for food, in my opinion. Would you like to play first?
Oh,
Hands great.
Fine. It was good.
Also, what? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Also, in that last game, Ooze and Goyf, I've seen players just cut Ooze spots where I would cut Goyf. I think just the ceiling of Ooze in these late game matchups against creature decks, or just randomly shutting off an Eternal Witness. Maybe he plays Snapcaster or something, and just the life game if you're racing. I think people need to think about cutting their Goyfs more in creature matchups where your Ooze just has a huge ceiling. I don't know. It wasn't as good as Goyf there, maybe, but...
Starting 90 soon to my new job. Good luck. Alright, we're just shocking and Thoughtseizing, right? There's no reason to fetch shock?
No, we're Inquisition.
Oh, Inquisitioning. That's what I meant to say. Big stupid.
Yeah.
I actually thought about that too before we got sidetracked, but all right, we're doing it.
But
Oh no, Amulet. Azusa is by far the best card in their hand right now, though I do know Engineered Explosives is pretty good in this matchup.
yeah. Well, we have the thoughts clean up. Yeah.
So you just want to take Azusa?
Yeah, I would take a
Yeah. I mean, Ballista isn't super impactful. Probably should keep track of the lanes they have, though. All right. Anyways, also, thank you very much for the compliment, Yamez CK. I really appreciate it.
Ooh, 2 life. So scary.
2 life. Busted. What do you mean? You ever just gained 2 life? Ooh, better mana. We scoos him?
Let's play the Ooze.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's play the... Yeah, whatever.
Let them clean up if they want to. I mean, Engineered on 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, if he wants to play Engineered Explosives on 2, that's fine.
That is fine. Wow, how about if they draw the amulets? That's pretty good.
He could have played that last turn, right?
No, yeah, he could have because of the
Where's the
cavern.
cavern?
That's right. So he had to have probably drawn it. They played Teleria West. They can always pick it up later with the Simic Grudgehammer in hand. We know the 4 cards. We have Cavern, Simic, Walking Ballista, Engineered Explosives. Do you want to just start taking up Liliana? I don't think he can make 6 mana next turn.
My concern is... My concern is him playing EE on 3, and that being a little annoying. And, like, the immediate term, if we Thoughtseize him, take the EE,
Yeah.
then we grow our Scavenging Ooze by 1, hit him.
And he can't
Play
Ballista down our
land.
Scoos. Actually, not being able to Ballista down our Scoos is a big game, too.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, let's do that. No, you're right. Let's Thoughtseize you.
This also just, like, might make us... Like, right now, discarding 4th land doesn't feel super good for us.
Uh-huh.
It may or may not be. But...
This also lets us play around them, like, having drawn another Azusa and, like, top decking us out of the game.
Yeah.
Which is pretty nice. Hey,
I might would have actually played the Verdant Catacombs.
They have to lead on T West so they can transmute. Yeah, that's true. They float the blue, pick it up, all that nonsense. It's true, it's true. I'm just not used to, like, them playing T West when they have Amulet dialed up. I mean, I obviously don't play Amulet very much. I had Will Pulliam on my team, I have Matthew Dilks on my team, and I still don't understand the deck, so I'm pretty confident I'm just destined to never understand this deck.
Yeah, so I think we're playing Liliana plussing up, binning Blackcleave Cliffs.
And then, like, we can play this, and if they discard the Ballista,
Yeah.
obviously we can just eat it with this extra lane we have. Definitely interested in holding the push in case they have a Sousa, because the Amulet is a trigger.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, well, they didn't bin the Ballista. But I actually don't think I would have activated the Ooze on the Ballista if they discarded it. Just because of how problematic
The Azusa draw would be.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's a reasonable perspective. I love this deck. I love Amulet. How is it going so far, Huntsville Scoops? We are 1-0. We defeated 1 Saffron Olive. And now we are playing against Defish on Amulet. Which just makes a lot of sense. I mean, we talked about how big mana's in a good spot. So, definitely not super surprised to see this here. I also expect them to, transmute here. Unfortunately, our clock is glacial. So, like, they're definitely dialed up to be able to Titan next turn.
Yeah, we really need to draw like a Thoughtseize.
Maybe there was merit to holding it. Holding our Thoughtseize for longer.
There could be. I don't know.
Are we holding this this fetch for Fatal Push?
We have. Yeah, no, we don't. We don't need to. We don't need to fetch. Bad.
What are they doing? They moved to second main, and then they're now doing something with 2 mana. Ballista on 1. Okay, I don't understand this. Walk me through what? What just happened? Why did they do that?
I'm just gonna kill that. I don't know. They're being a goober.
Are we just pushing that and eating it?
Yeah, I think you push it now. Like I would even fetch shock. Is that like double green? Probably better.
I mean, I don't think our life total super matters. Maybe it does.
Yeah.
Well, they can hit us for
don't get
18
the
next turn,
stomping.
so it actually kind of does, right? Or, I'm sorry, they can hit us for 16. I think we're supposed to grab...
Sure, get a swamp. I think we're.
Alright, I'm gonna grab Swamp. I think we're supposed to grab Swamp. I think Preserving Life total matters here.
I mean, he's just gonna want us and then kill us anyways.
That's fair.
Because we don't have double green.
Well, I mean, if we find a blocker, we could survive. And also, let's like Dark Confidant be a relevant chump blocker.
Oh. Pick that instead. Okay, whatever.
Oh, I accidentally clicked this goose. Alright, I was like, what the heck happened there? Alright, cool. We're good to go. We're good to go. Lightning Bolts. That's not very good. Bolt. I won't plus up this Liliana. Oh, do you want to save it for the stupid colony expedition thing, don't you?
Yeah. So you can make Titan get.
You can still give it haste, right?
Yeah, I think we're just dead.
I think we are too.
Yeah, you're probably right. Just like if we draw a trophy, then
we can maybe like try to punk them off a land or whatever.
Yeah, I think we just bolted.
Yeah, I think we did too.
Ballista, hit him, plus a Liliana. Probably lose the game. But
probably lose the game. I mean, the fact we don't die to the Titan and we can sack it to Liliana is actually not irrelevant.
The problem is, if we didn't do this, he would just attack Liliana, and we're not.
Whoa! He just discarded the Slayer's Stronghold. That changes everything, and unfortunately makes our bolt very wrong. Ugh.
Well, we wouldn't have been able to force.
Yeah, we can't force him to discard the Slayer's Stronghold. Well, the thing is, he couldn't play it though. Like he has to play it. Yeah. Ugh! This has been such an awkward game.
We didn't know he had that though.
I know. We know about a Selesnya Sanctuary and a Pact, and those are the two cards, and then the unknown was the Slayer Stronghold. If we would have known it, maybe we could have played that a little differently. Yeah, it's been a weird game. Or not Bomb, then untap push. Oh, Tomb, then untap push. In case you draw Bloodbraid Elf, Mikey, I think we just want to save our mana. We can't go above 16. We did go above 16. VTCLA? I don't understand. Amulet is absurd, and I mostly just have too many things to do to attempt to learn how it works. I mean, I do kind of get it. The thing is, it's not really the kinds of decks that I'm used to playing. Like, it's not the way I think about Magic, and so it's just, like, very mentally taxing for me to play. And so I would have to play so much of it. Like, I'm kind of on the same boat, where I'd have to play so much of it that it's just not really super worth it. I think they're legitimately considering just not pacting because, like, they just are in an awkward situation if they, like, packed. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just dumb, and they're just trying to figure out, like,
they may not have a bounce land. They got two.
No, we know about Selesnya Sanctuary.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, off the second discard spell they had picked up. We know they have a green-white bounce land.
Okay.
Well, we're forgetting they would ping Lily. Oh, that's true. That's true, VT. I didn't think about that. I don't know why they pinged Lily. That actually doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, she's not ultimating this game.
I mean, at the same time, I don't know why they played Ballista. That doesn't make any sense. Oh. Wait. Yeah, no, we're still dead. Yeah, we're just extremely dead. Oh, no, we're not, because Slayer Stronghold. Golly, words are so hard. Slayer Stronghold's in the graveyard. I keep thinking we're just, like, super dead this turn, and, like, it's just incredibly awkward. Picked up Cavern, Pact, Primeval Titan. And now we're not drawing the trophy for a kill anymore, because I think they can double Titan here, right? They can grab Teleria West, plus Simic Growth Chamber, make 2, 4, 5, 6 mana. They're one short. They're one short of being able to transmute for another one. So, Field of the Dead. Oh no! Oh no. I mean, now we're drawing to removal spell, at least to like. Oh no.
And I'll probably just concede. I don't really want to show him the Dark Confidant.
Right. Maybe incentivize him to board out Ballista entirely instead of like maybe keeping one. Oh, God, that sucks. Field of the Dead is nice to know about though. All right, what do you think of this card? What do you think of a 3-mana Stone Rain in this matchup? Is that maybe okay?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay. Trophy. Also good.
You want this clown?
One's maybe fine. Damage sure.
Oh, wow, big stupid. Do you want this card? I'm kind of like thinking about these morons already.
Yeah, I would probably pull them. Pull like Bloodbraid in one. Whoa, no, not her.
Yeah, I clicked on the wrong thing.
So what's bad?
Is this
The
good?
third Wrenn and Six is great.
I'm not in love with it. I think it's kind of bad. Scoos kind of depresses me too.
Yeah, Fatal Push and Ooze are the next like biggest ones. Like, you could set all the Wrenn and Six, all the Fatal Push, and all the pile, and just like decide how many of these you want.
All the Wrenn and Six, huh? All the pushes, all the
And all
oozers.
the, yeah, they're not great either.
All right. So we get to keep one if we're boarding all these cards in. Ooze at least attacks, which makes me kind of want it a little more. I don't think this match is about card advantage, so I'm not really super interested in Wrenn and Six.
Actually.
Oh, you disagree? What? Wrenn and Six is terrible. It's so bad, chat. Ouphe turns off Ballista and EE and attacks. Ugh, that's pretty bad.
No, I don't care about Ouphe.
I mean,
unless I knew he had like the Karn.
Oh yeah, like Karn Great Creator. Yeah, if we knew it was the Karn version. They're gonna eat a bunch of time. I'm not interested in winning by timing them out. That's just not good content. Rigmo.
Fourth Bloodbraid's not amazing.
I'm not cutting fourth Bloodbraid. When we have the potential to wheel into Fulminator Mage, like that's just so game ending. There's no way.
I like the Wrenn and Six the most just because.
I don't keep a Wrenn and Six.
But I'm not super psyched about this fourth Bloodbraid.
I like the fourth Bloodbraid. I'm unwilling to cut the fourth Bloodbraid. You don't get the exciting Bloodbraid stories if you don't have Bloodbraid in your deck.
Sure.
Would you like to play first? I would love to. This hand's great.
Yeah, sounds good.
Keep. Alright, so we're going to Inquisition into old Comfy. Maybe they'll play like a amulet that we get to blow up. That would be absolute sicko mode.
Yeah, that would be great.
Just grind you out. I'm not boarding in Ouphe Shadows. I don't think it's relevant enough. It doesn't do enough. It's like only good against like 2 of their cards. If I was humans, I obviously want it. What the heck is happening here? Their mana is horrible. Okay.
I mean, it'd be like this sometimes.
It really do be like that sometimes. So...
We're not killing their lands, man. So, like...
I mean, it is insulation against Fulminator. I'm tempted to take the Engineered Explosives here.
That's kind of what I was thinking. It's like, take the Engineered Explosives.
In Before Shadows is like, you wouldn't have to care about Engineered Explosives if you had Ouphe.
Yeah, in this hand, would you want Ouphe on average over a Tarmogoyf or a Dark Confidant or a Kolaghan's Command?
Maybe the Tarmogoyf. The Tarmogoyf's kind of mopey.
Yeah, what? Sure.
Are we preserving life total by fetching a basic, or are we just shocking?
Yeah, I'd fetch a basic for us.
Preserve the life, he says. Okay.
Do we have Dark Confidant?
We're just gonna write it to victory, huh?
Yep.
All right. Here you go. Here's a Confidant.
He's
Busted! It's a Jace the Mind Sculptor. If you untap with it, we win the game on the spot.
Yeah, I wish.
Love seeing Ramanap very likely means no Karn. Okay. I didn't know that about Amulet decks. I appreciate that information, Alfred. Is there a particular reason? I guess you just don't have enough slots. Look at this busted mana. Another Amulet. Okay.
Jeez.
Well, we know they have a Boros Garrison in hand. Ooh. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's really good. So both of these lines, both Kolaghan's Command and Damping Sphere, keep them off of Titan next turn. Both of those lines keep them off Titan next turn.
I
think Damping Sphere is higher impact.
I think so too.
It also lets us play a tap land and conserve our life. That's pretty attractive. I think I'm playing Damping Sphere.
Yeah. The one thing I don't particularly love about this play is that next turn we can't play 2 spells of our own Damping Sphere.
That's fine. I think there's a high chance we're gonna end up Kolaghan's Commanding or just like Wrenn and Sixing and like maybe like I don't know, like playing a tap land or something. It depends on obviously what we wheel here, but and the thing is that like if we smack into a Bloodbraid Elf, like it's gonna be really awkward. Damping Sphere when you have Confidant running is a little awkward for sure, but I feel like it's gotta be too high impact against them.
Yeah.
All right.
It's good. I actually think I probably would have Kolaghan's Commanded there.
Excavator is
And
fine. Okay.
I think I would have Kolaghan's commanded there, and then you get to play
Wrenn and Six plus Damping Sphere this turn.
Yeah, Wrenn and Six plus Damping Sphere or Tarmogoyf plus Damping Sphere.
Well, I think we're just going to make them discard Destroy an Amulet here.
Yeah.
And that still keeps them off of the Titan for one more turn.
This will be the first
What?
discard. Yeah, the first one. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Are we playing this Tranquil Thicket? We already have another land that pair with Wrenn and Six.
Well, I probably would because we have the Damping Sphere out. Like, I just want to guarantee 2 spell next turn.
Yeah, like, we basically want to hit all our land drops.
It guarantees we get to go Wrenn and Six Tarmogoyf next turn.
We discarded the Boros Garrison. That makes sense. It's just like a tap land with downside now. So let's play this. We don't get to attack anymore, but that's fine. Still at a healthy 17. Our Dark Confidant. Look, chat, we untapped with Dark Confidant, so we've already won this game. Thank you for the follow, Monea. Thank you much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Notifications are turned off because they'd be really loud. Crucible takes it in its slot list. Yeah, that makes sense. You're showing no flex slots. They Titan kill you if you don't have Damping Sphere. Do you? No, if you blow up an amulet, they only had 4 mana that one turn, right?
Yeah.
Or they would have had 5. What's
4
up,
or
Sam
5.
the Man 868? How are you? In general, I wouldn't play Thicket. Being able to cycle it and still play a land is good. I mean, I agree, but I don't think we're on the, like, because we have Dark Confidant running, Rudy, like, as, like, our card advantage source, I don't think we're really pressed to do the Tranquil Thicket thing anytime soon. Like, I just don't think the game's going to be about that, and by the time it is, I don't think, like, wasting our land drop is going to matter. But, like, because we already have this running, I don't feel incentivized to hold on to the Tranquil Thicket.
We could hold it, and then we can still play both cards. You might be right.
Liliana in an untapped land
doesn't let us 2 spell, but we could go Nurturing Peatland, play Liliana,
plus
play Nurturing Peatland and cycle Peatland at the end of turn.
Alternatively, we could Wrenn plus Goof. That doesn't seem as good as Liliana. Alright, let's just Liliana.
Yeah, he's only got 2 cards in hand.
Yeah, alright, let's Liliana. I don't know that I want to crack this Nurturing Peatland, though. That's my problem. Like, with
Yeah.
Sphere. So I almost want to just discard Swamp, play Peatland, pass.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to cycle until the end of turn. So.
Okay, yeah, we can make the decision later. Alright, so their last card should be a Primeval Titan as long as they keep it in hand. Yeah, they discarded Summer Growth here, but their last card is a Primeval Titan.
Yeah.
We get to attack because we're not blocking anytime soon. Okay, so if they have Slayer's Stronghold here, they can kill Liliana if they draw it. Other than that, I don't see a world where they get to play a Titan this turn. Oh, if they play Crumbling Vestige, they can play a Titan this turn. Specifically Crumbling Vestige. I don't know if they still play that land, but that's a land that would let them cast Titan. Looks like a Transmute to me.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, Transmute's fine. Oh, no, they get to play a land. That's big smart. And then they get to pick up their Teleria West. That's cute. I forgot that, like, discarding... The discard plus Liliana thing is, like, pretty bad. Like, the discard plus, what's it called? Plus Ramanap Excavator is just, like, pretty awful. We'll have to hopefully draw a removal spell for it sometime soon. Oh, no, we have it next turn. We can just, like, minus on their plant and then... off Wrenn and then minus and kill their stupid Ramanap Excavator. They went and grabbed Engineered Explosives. They have 2 mana. They can put it on 2. It's fine. Although if we had a discard spell, we're just going to try to strip him with the Titan.
Oof, this is bad.
Yeah, it's awkward because they can just keep like picking up this Teleria West over and over again.
So, man. I want to cycle the Canopy, I'm not going to lie.
Just like another look. Is it me? Is it Liliana? That's fine. Okay, I mean we'll cycle the Canopy. I kind of regret casting that Kolaghan's command when we did. Huh. Okay. So now we just strip them out of cards, right? Like we just... shoot this, make them discard plus up Liliana.
Yeah.
And then we can't play another spell anyway, so we can play Stomping Ground tapped. Alright,
Yep.
that seems like a good turn to me. Black. Alright. You discard, destroy artifacts. That one, that one. And then we plus up Liliana, and this game's just going to be very difficult for them to win. Because we get to clear the board of all the stupid stuff next turn. Well, that's not true. They could attack Liliana down to 1.
Yeah, I'm holding Dark Confidant back.
You're holding it back?
Yeah, no, I think we've got enough cards out of it. I think our Liliana is an important card on the
They're
board.
pacting in response.
Baloth.
Gross. I didn't know they played Baloth. How about Nullhide Ferox?
Or that.
Didn't see that one coming, won't lie. Alright. They can't cast non-creature
Yeah,
spells.
Trample?
It does not.
I forget what that card has.
It just has hexproof.
Play the Stomping Ground tapped. Pass the turn.
I mean, Tarmogoyf should be pretty big, so as long as we can chump this turn, we can, like, double spell next turn with, like, Bob and Tarmogoyf, and, like, maybe we're okay. This requires them to kill their Gemstone Mine, but they can obviously just play more lands out of the graveyard with Ramanap Excavator, which is honestly looks very good this game.
Yeah, it's been very good. It's an annoying card.
Them not being able to cast non-creature spells is big for us, though, because they have a lot of those in their deck. Is Abzan the new Jund? Go debate. Ugh, I don't think so. I don't think Stoneforge is replacing Jund.
No.
Is this historically a bad matchup? It's not great in the post-board games. They are a big mana deck. They can, like, do Hornet Queen stuff. Hey, Alabama fan.
I'm not huge on this matchup, but whatever. I think we're chumping.
Jumping
Assuming
fair.
that doesn't have trample, yeah.
No, it doesn't have trample.
Okay.
I've played a fair amount of Feroxes in my day. Fulminator Mage. Well, that's not very good at the moment. Looks like Goof Confidant to me.
Hold on.
Goof is a
How big
5.
is the tournament?
It's a 5/6. But we can discard Wrenn and plus it up 1. Which honestly doesn't seem that bad to me.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, okay, sure.
Let's lead on the discard, right?
Yeah.
Because that way we're the most informed. We're probably discarding this Fulminator. No, we're supposed to discard the Wrenn, right?
No, we're discarding red.
Alright, see you, Wrenn. Alright, let's play a Goofer. 1/6/7 Goofer. 1 Dark Confidant. And 1 Pass of the turn. So they get to very slowly pick all their stuff back up again, but they can't really pressure our Liliana. And if they play Tolaria West for turn, we can kind of time walk them with a Fulminator Mage. Yeah, which is something that I kind of expect for them to do, is play this Tolaria West. They discarded Azusa. Alright. Could use a removal spell. That's a removal spell. Ugh. So many good trophy targets.
So we can play Fulminator trophy on their turn. And
Do we actually have the colors to do this? Red? Yeah, we do. Alright, black. Let's play Fulminator. Are we attacking with trophy? I mean, sorry, with trophy. Oh my god. With Tarmogoyf?
I don't think so.
Are we plussing Liliana?
I think so. I think we're binning the Fulminators, unfortunately.
Okay. Alright. I think there's merit to not doing it, but it would take me some time to think about it, and I don't really have that time at the moment. Alright. So we're not attacking, let's just pass. And then we get the trophy on their turn. Are we trophying their excavator in draw step? Or are we trophying this Nullhide? I think the Nullhide's already kind of locked up.
This is hexproof, right?
Yeah. You can pay 2 to, like, undo it. So, yeah, I guess we can't do that. But, like, we would save it, right?
I think we're going to kill the excavator.
I'm going to do that.
We're going to blow up a land.
In their
So
draw
that we
step.
don't let them tight.
Alright, so they've drawn... Blow up excavator. They could draw a Pact of Negation here and, like, pay 2 mana and Pact me. That would be gross. But... I don't know. Like, they've already discarded a basic, and so I don't want them to... Like, there's a chance they don't have another basic, and that would actually matter a lot here.
I would blow up the something.
I want to blow up the Tolaria West.
Yeah, the Teleria Waste.
2, 3, 4, 5. They still only have
Yeah.
5 mana?
Pull up the Teleria Waste.
Yeah. I just don't want them drawing like a bounce land and being able to pick it up. Although they don't. No, yeah, they would have the blue. Okay.
Yeah. And now we're in the spot. We draw. Well, we kill the plant. We
just draw. Yeah, we
start attacking.
Kill all the stuff and hopefully eventually win the game. And we're still drawing cards. We're still at a healthy 10.
Yeah.
You still can't attack with Ferox. Anything good? How about another Liliana?
So he's got 5 lands. We go sack.
Yeah, just sack attack. All right, cool. Glad we're on board. Sack plant. What? How did they found the line, kid? This is so tilting. Drake, did you guys get Saffron? We did. We did defeat Saffron. Keep this one.
Sack.
I don't know. Saffron concedes pretty early. Oh, I get the feeling it doesn't like Jund very much. Hey, don't flash threat me, dog. I mean, like you could also have like Hornet Queen in his deck, so we need to like kind of keep that in mind when we're like playing through this game.
Yeah.
And ping gives profit.
You can have 6.
Yeah.
Because I have X.
I mean, we're only behind like a minute, so we're not super.
Awesome.
All right, let's not die to this Dark Confidant, please. Hey. We
Plus a
drew.
Thoughtseize.
Huh?
Plus a Thoughtseize.
Oh, I thought you said cast Thoughtseize. I was like, there's no way, right? That seems so dumb.
We both have 1 card in hand.
I mean, we just attack him, and then we win.
Yeah, we actually... Oh, we just win the game.
Yeah, we do, in fact, just win the game. Because Tarmogoyf is one big mofo. Bolt, target you. Boo! Gotcha, opponent. Oh, God. Jund is so much, like, more thinking. Why can't I just throw my mountains at my opponent? This is so much work. All right. Knowing what we know, any changes we want to make? Wrenn and Six is kind of embarrassing that game, I won't lie. We drew it and it really sucked. Like, is Fatal Push better? Like, maybe that's insane, but we saw Excavator in their deck and, like...
Fatal Push on the draw is probably fine. The problem is, I would probably cut a Bloodbraid Elf.
There's no way Bloodbraid Elf is not... Like, come on. Come on. Like, this goober... Fine. We'll cut a Bloodbraid Elf. Fine.
You're probably right. Cut the engineer. Cut the...
Cut the what?
The Plague Engineer.
But this is insulation against Hornet Queen.
Fine. This way's fine.
I'm doing it. I'm clicking submit. We're not thinking about it anymore. I always attack with my trophy. Thanks. Odd flex be easy, but okay. Which trophy, VZ? Which trophy do you attack with? Are we keeping? Snap keep? No. We could double bolt a Primeval Titan. That's actually probably not even the worst thing I've said.
We can do better.
Can we?
Does London Mulligan...
Alright, fine.
We're not just bolting our... Yeah, this hand's way better.
Is this hand way better? This hand's kind of depressing. Right. Keep Ben a Bloodbraid.
Wait, what? This hand's great.
This hand's mopey.
What?
It doesn't do anything. Look, he's going to play a dork. Look at this. Look at this. We're dead. We can't win. They played a Grazer on 1. How do we beat that card? Have you read this card? It has reach. Did you know this card had reach?
Who cares?
I care. All right.
Our hand's so expensive. I'm playing that Barren Moor, and it's not even close.
I was to say, like, I'm pretty sure we're just playing this, but I wanted to check with you because I don't know. We're apparently the bin lands when we have Vraska that we want to cast, strategy. So I don't even know anymore. Okay. I'm just questioning all of my decisions.
Look,
Sakura Tribe Moron. That's fine. Man, I bet that double bolt hand would look good right now. Where you just bolt this. Oh, the message. Oh God. Ugh. Oh wow, we drew a bolt anyway. Are we just bolting this? Like Fetch Shock bolt that pass? Or are we interested in just slamming Damping Sphere? The thing is, we have this Bloodbraid, and I would really like to cast this Bloodbraid before we cast this.
I think we're just going to play Liliana and Fulminator before we play Bloodbraid Elf.
Okay, that means we have enough lands, so then we should just play Damping Sphere and like turn this to Colorless Source.
Yeah, I actually am going to be back. I heard a noise.
Oh no, you're breaking stuff. Alright, I'm playing a Damping Sphere while you're gone. See you, nerd. Which fetch am I supposed to use? Probably this one. See ya. This is a solo stream now. I'm sorry, chat. All you had your hopes up to see one Michael Kidd. He's gone forever. This might have been dumb, but we can fetch a swamp if we need. He's probably gonna be like, "You fetched a Stomping Ground? Are you stupid?" Damn it. I'm so ready for it. I'm so ready for the one decision I made while he's gone to just be incorrect. But I want to have better mana. Alright, that's fine. Bounce land? Forest. Forest. That is 5 mana. What is this? A Nullhide Ferox. We're out here. Alright, chat. We are out here. I think we're supposed to fulminate them first. Unfortunately, they can, like, tighten me if we, like, don't... Oh, what just happened? Oh, you just got back. Hey, yeah. I fetched a, bye, Big Bear. I fetched a Stomping Ground when we were gone. Probably incorrect, but whatever. They played a Nullhide Ferox and played 2 lands. They have 2 cards in hand, and they can tighten us next turn. Are we supposed to just Fulminator them? The problem is I don't think we can wait, and then we're going to take 7.
Yeah, how do they tighten us next turn?
I mean, they just play 2 lands, right? Sakura Tribe Scout. They have 4 mana, and they just go land.
Yeah, so we killed the idiot, played Dark Confidant. We can do that. Is that bad?
I don't know. I mean, we're getting hit for 6. Is that a consideration?
Balls of Steel.
Oh, jeez.
I mean...
I don't want to bolt the Cobra on upkeep. I want to bolt it now if I'm bolting. Oh, we can't. Good God. Because there's Damping Sphere in play.
Shoot, Damping Sphere.
I think it's incorrect to bolt it on the upkeep. I mean, if we are taking that strategy, that is when we're doing it. But that makes this line so much worse. The thing is, the Bob's not really getting much better. And we do need to start clearing creatures out of the way so we can catch this Nullhide with this Liliana.
Yeah, that's what my concern is.
So I guess we do have to bolt it on the upkeep.
I think I would fetch basic Swamp, play Dark Confidant, and kill the guy during the upkeep.
Ugh, I hate this.
It's not great, but I don't think fulminating them when they're this far ahead on board is...
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the stupid Ferox is a big one. Why couldn't it be a Baloth? That's so much smaller. I'm sorry if they just activate and put a land in. Hey! They didn't activate. If they're stuck at 4 mana, that's going to make this game significantly easier. Hit me for 6. We're not chomping, are we?
No.
Ugh. Alright, we'll chomp next turn. Gross. Gross.
No, we didn't play Dark Confidant as a chump blocker.
I'm sorry to get another Ferox. Another Ferox. Give it to me, Daddy. Oh, they're playing a non-creature spell. It's EE on 2? Yeah.
Ugh, that's bad. That's bad.
And another bounce land. Well, now I feel almost incentivized. I don't even know. Liliana plus? Yeah, that's dumb. I don't know. Let's see what we hit. Stuff, please. How about a Bloodbraid Elf? Ah!
Bloodbraid's bad, too, on this board.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it?
So we have to play Bloodbraid or Fulminator Mage?
I think we have to play Fulminator Mage. I'm not playing Bloodbraid. It's just not happening.
I'm just telling you what prevents you from dying next turn to him just like cracking EE and attacking for 6.
Ugh.
You can't blow it up.
I mean, that's fine. They have to. They wouldn't be able to play Titan anyway. All right, let's do this.
Damping Sphere, man.
Yeah, this has hurt us a lot. I mean, the card's good. It's been effective. Like, right now, it's kind of a double Stone Rain, but...
So would Alpine Moon, though.
Yeah, Alpine Moon might be better. Alpine Moon might be better. It's also, like, more cheap on the mana for sure. I mean, we're not dead yet. We're not at full easy concede. We just block with Bob, right?
Yeah, he's got a thing on 2. I don't know why he wouldn't crack that first.
Alright, there you go. I mean, he might be actually trying to bait us into keeping our Fulminator around, honestly. Because, like, I don't know, he's incentivized to, like...
If he ever goes to crack the EE on 2, we just blow up one of his bounties. Or we just do it, you know, sometime he can't, like, cast a Titan. I don't...
It's true. We might actually should have done it there, because now, yeah, he gets to, like, do this. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Could have done this anyway. Just played the land. So, actually, this is just better.
Yeah.
Alright.
Not great.
It's not ideal. That's pretty good.
So we can kill the
We can kill the EE.
Do we? Or do we kill the Ferox.
That would take 4 mana. We could kill the Ferox. And then what happens? I mean, we might potentially get... I guess we do kind of want this out the way so we can start Bloodbraiding. Either way, we're casting this, so I'm not making decisions now, right? There's just no reason to. Oh, no, it lets them cast non-creature spells on his turn, so he can pact. So this is kind of a long haul card, so maybe we're just supposed to kill this now and pass. No, because then they can activate the E. God, this is tough.
No, I think we wait on the trophy.
How long? Like, are we upkeeping
Just
this?
like, why don't we do it on his upkeep?
Because that might give him 6 mana. Because we know about a Tolaria West in hand. I think he's playing around Kolaghan's command. Right? Or it's just trying to cycle it. Like, just hold it and cycle it, like, on the really long haul.
Oh, we didn't have a stop.
Well, yeah, I mean, I assumed that it was functionally no different.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's not very different.
Like, I want him to at least draw it. At the point which he's drawn, why are we doing it then? Like, let's just wait till main phase. Crack this. Now what? Why is he cracking this now?
So what I would do is probably kill his no-hide Ferox now. And then I would blow up one of the bounce.
We should blow up the bounce on first if we're doing it in that order, just so we can't float blue-green, right?
No. Do the trophy with the EE on the stack. If the trophy doesn't resolve, we can't blow up the bounce. We just die. I don't know. Like, I would kill
I
this
understand.
now.
I understand.
Yeah.
If he has like a
I'd
pact.
kill this now, and if for some odd reason he counters trophy, we have to leave the Fulminator back to block, which would suck. We would probably just be dead.
Oh my god, I didn't float the right colors. I'm such a moron. Why is Magic so hard, chat? Magic is very, 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 very challenging. Draw step instead seems better, give them a chance to draw the land. Yeah, definitely we should do it after they draw, which they obviously didn't draw the land, but that's fine. It's not super likely.
Can we blow up hit? Whoa!
Oops.
Now he can play a land and play a Titan.
He doesn't have it. What?
2, 3,
He has
4,
2
5.
mana?
Um.
This is just a pact, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to.
Alright, well, if I didn't crack it then I don't think there's a reason to crack it now.
Not now. It was just dangerous that we didn't.
Yeah, it was, admittedly. Admittedly quite dangerous.
What did he get with it?
Some respect.
Okay.
Alright, and then played Tolaria West from the graveyard.
I think it's fine to block and then blow up a land.
Block a land.
Wait.
No, that's correct, right? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he's played a land for... So he blocked.
See, look, I played strictly correct. Like, what's... come on. What are you worried about? I'm a professional. See how good I am at this deck? I'm a master.
Don't go to damage.
Thanks. A very fair accusation. Are we just spinning the wheel?
We probably have to.
Because, like, this Liliana is bad.
Yeah, we have to. We have to spin the wheel.
What's the nut? Like a discard spell? Oh, making green mana? That's a nut.
A discard spell would be good.
Alright, let's see what you got for me. Ding! Okay. We only have 5 minutes left. Oh, they're letting it happen.
Summoner pack.
I'll take that one.
That's a good one. Okay, Raging Ravine.
And then we're going to play Raging Ravine tapped and ship. We're not attacking,
go.
right? Yeah.
No, we're not attacking.
All right. Look, I'm just checking, man. So there's a universe where he gets to just replace him at Growth Chamber, pick up Tolaria West again, cycle Tolaria West, go grab Ballista, and is there a world where we die pretty quickly there? As long as Ballista's still in their deck.
The unfortunate thing is maybe we shouldn't have blown up the Growth Chamber last turn. Because he has so much mana anyways. And putting a land that bounces the Tolaria West again in his graveyard was probably...
What a professional. All right.
Gee.
It is extremely unlikely that we win this game, but I will take a draw step to check. That was a good draw step. I admit.
What, the Primeval Titan?
Yeah, that one.
would
The one that
say
they
it
drew.
was.
That was probably a good one, huh?
Yeah, that was good.
Ah, this deck is so dumb. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Ghost Quarter Colony. All right. What are our outs? Not a lot. Not a lot a man can do. But I did say that we have our bailouts, our Bloodbraid bailouts. It's time. It's time,
All right,
Mr. Kid.
So, whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me think about this.
You got 4 minutes.
Cycle Peatland Pat first.
And then Shock go to 2.
Oh, wait. Kidding. Never mind. Spin Bloodbraid. Having a Peatland. Cry when it's not Assassin Trophy.
Alright, here it is. Boom.
Boom. Come on.
Bam!
Still gonna die, but whatever.
I mean, yeah, we're almost certainly dead because he's still gonna, like, pick this up. But it does require them to, like, pact. Move it out my way, son! Alright, let's play
Do we
this
attack?
What kind of question? Probably?
Yeah, let's attack.
With both?
What? With both?
Both.
Dude, you do what you want. Okay.
Both. This is not a coward stream, Mr. Kid.
This is not a coward stream. The guy at 4 is attacking.
Look at that block. Look at that block.
I guess it whittles down. I don't know why he.
We got a ravine next turn. We're firing this up. What are you guys thinking about Jund? Is this a real Jund time in Modern? Would you like to answer if this is a real Jund time in Modern, Mr. Kid?
I guess. I don't know. Jund. Is there ever really a real Jund time in Modern?
You don't have it. You don't have a Ballista in your deck. You don't have it. You don't have it. I think he has it, Mr. Kid.
Yeah, we're dead.
Oh, wait, no, it's just some respect. That's fine. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. That sucks.
Yeah, we don't care about
Primeval Titan.
Whatever. Who cares?
What does that card even do? We're just going to draw another Assassin's Trophy. Get in the red zone. You just have to kill every Titan in their deck every turn.
We died in 2. We just, like, got in the red zone. Just FYI.
No. We're not going to die. It's going to be fine. They're probably going to grab the Slayer Stronghold, so this stupid Rabbit App thing is lethal. Field of the Dead time? Oh, no, that'd be pretty bad. I don't think we can beat that one. How many different names do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? They have 5 different names? Yeah, pretty big Field of the Dead time.
Oof.
Oh, jeez.
Major oof.
Do we have Damnation in our deck yet?
Nope.
Kolaghan's Command. Can we do it, chat?
Cycle Peatland. Cycle Peatland.
Cycle Peatland. We still have it out. I don't know what it is.
Trophy.
That's not a trophy. Ugh. If we just had a trophy, we were winning the game for sure.
For sure. Honestly.
Yeah,
Dude,
Field of the We're Dead time.
Dude, we block with our Blood Raids, and then we get them back with Kolaghan's Command. How do they beat that?
How do they beat that? That's busted.
So much value.
It's just so good. All right, we're 1-1. Some rocky starts, but we beat the Olive himself. So
we got punked out by a 6/6 trampler. That's what happened there.
Punked out by the deck's primary game plan. We got punked out.
Yeah, if we just had a removal spell, they were dead. Obviously.
Obviously. Very, very obvious. That match didn't feel great. And we have lots of cards for big mana. Like, you didn't even skimp on big mana cards. You have 3 Fulminators and a Damping Sphere. We drew the Damping Sphere.
I think that was a lesson that I feel like I've learned before, but talked myself out of, that Damping Sphere is not that great. And
not that great. We have discard into the best card advantage engine for 2 mana in Jund.
This hand's very good.
I'm okay with it. I mean, it's fine.
We go discard, and then we hit our land drops.
Although we're going to be pretty low on life, because we have the shock and fetch shock, so that's kind of a puke.
Whatever.
We're grabbing Blood Crypt here, right, to cast Liliana? Oh no, we could fetch a basic, so we could grab like Stomping Ground and then grab Swamp.
Yeah, well, we're fetching them. We're fetching and shock.
On turn 1?
Getting 5 cards. No, we're shocking in the Overgrown Tomb and then fetching Stomping Ground, and then we return that to get basic Swamp.
Yeah, see, that's what I just said. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Look, I'm the best Jund player in the stream. I don't know why I even have you here. Oh no. What is this hand? Well, more big mana, kid. I hope you came prepared, Mr. Seven Fulminators, because this is gonna be a slog.
Am I crazy, man, for wanting to take that sphere instead of the
I don't
map?
think you're crazy. The map looks real attractive, but I don't think you're crazy. We could like trophy the map, which is like not good. Oh, that sucks a lot, actually.
That sucks a lot.
Fuck.
I just want to keep him off green for a while.
This isn't a coward stream. What do you mean?
Yeah, this is cowards.
This ain't no coward stream. We are the card advantage deck, and we're going to win with this Wrenn and Six. Play map. Deal. I mean, they're only like a 19-land deck, right? So they need to miss like 2.
There's a decent chance they miss. I'm playing with.
All right, I was saying like.
Am I? Hold up, they're on 3 cards. They're on 3 cards. I almost want to ensure I have a Liliana on 3. Yeah, I think I'm playing to Liliana on 3 actually.
Really? I mean, we have a Bloodbraid, which will help gain us ground again, so maybe that's fine. Yeah. We also have a trophy to, like, buy us time. So, yeah, I guess making land drops is more important. Like, we don't need to punk them out this game. We don't need to just, like, aggro them down because we have this trophy for, like, a Tron land if they actually assemble it.
So I'd get Stomping Ground. I'd return...
The only option we have?
Yeah. Well, you can get Blood Crypt. Oh, you mean the other thing.
Oh, my God.
Tapper. You just...
Don't. I did not ask for your judgment, Mr. Kidd. At no point in this stream I was like, hey, Michael Kidd, judge my tapping.
You know what you need? You need to play a deck with 1 color.
That's true. I need the... Oh, no, they drew Ghost Quarter. They could Ghost Quarter me.
Well, can't. Okay, so they have 3 cards in hand. I'm just going to play the Liliana, plus it up.
Discard Forest.
Pitch the Forest, or... maybe the fetch land, I don't care, whichever one. Maybe I want double red, but we have Wrenn and Six, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, we can always just pick up the forest. I think we're still just discarding the forest. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this grinding engine. This absolute engine of raw power. I wonder if they're going to grab a forest here. Because, like, they don't have Tron, so they're just grabbing a random Tron piece. Yeah, they're just grabbing a random Tron piece. Hoping to spike.
Well, he might not be grabbing a random one. He might just have the other one in hand.
We could check.
How many cards do you have? 3?
3? I think we're Thoughtseizing. Thoughtseizing Goofer.
Tarmogoyf plus trophy. I just don't want him to spike.
Well, we can inform our thing. And like, what is he gonna spike if we just take all of his threats?
I think you're right. We're running him out of the game with Planeswalker.
Right, so we just take...
We still have to blow up the land.
No, we don't. We don't care about Karn,
Yeah,
right?
we do.
Why do we care about Karn? We just take Wormcoil. And if he spikes and plays Karn, we don't care. Right?
Man.
Do we care?
Wild.
Why do we care? What does it do? It comes down minuses on Tarmogoyf, and then we play Bloodbraid? Or they plus and we hit with Tarmogoyf and Bloodbraid?
Okay.
I'm clicking on this Wormcoil engine. That's just what's happening. And then we're going to plus up Wrenn, pick up this forest. We're going to plus up this Liliana.
Discard the forest.
Discard this forest.
Play Tarmogoyf.
Play Goofer. And then, like, we just have everything so covered.
And then we'll fetch a Blood Crypt and a turd.
Yeah.
On his...
I mean, honestly, we're probably in an all roads lead to Rome territory. But, like, this is a 5/6 Tarmogoyf. Like, he has to exile it, and then we just kill it with Bloodbraid, and we're just in great shape. Or you can just miss. See, look, they always miss.
Fetch Blood Crypt.
Fetch Blood Crypt. They're probably conceding, yeah, I just don't want to play Magic anymore. That is a very, very fair take, Mr. Tron player. See, Tron's a buy. We've beat it both times I've had you on stream. It's so easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
So we got all these clowns. We got the other Bloodbraid.
Give me this.
We got a lot of cards.
There's no universe where we don't want this Ouphe, right?
Oh, yeah, we want all that. We want the Bloodbraid Elf, too.
Alright.
Cut all the Scavenging Ooze and pushes.
Scavenging Ooze and pushes. But Push, come on, Push can clean up some Wormcoil tokens real nice.
All of it. Can we cut all of it? How many Wrenn and Six can we cut?
2?
Like 2. It's probably fine. I think Wrenn and Six is better than Scavenging Ooze just because, like you saw there...
Yeah, I mean, we want to hit our land drops really badly.
Yeah, especially when we mulligan.
Matthias wanted to take Trophy and... I'm sorry, wanted to take Stirrings and Trophy a land. I mean, that's also a reasonable play. It just feels overly conservative to me. Like, I'm just trying to get them dead. They need to... Even if they hit there, they're out of cards, and we have a Bloodbraid on the backup. If we didn't have the Bloodbraid, I think I'm definitely trophying the land. But the Bloodbraid having 3 power just matters so much. And if they plus Karn, we get to play Bloodbraid plus Goofer. And I think we get to discard instant. And then we actually discard the trophy, and then we can... No, we'd have to cast it. So yeah, we cast trophy. Oh, but we can't. We didn't have enough mana. Never mind. I was actually probably screwed if they plussed. But they didn't. They didn't draw it.
One mulligan rule is great.
We're just mulliganing this?
Yes.
Wow.
This does not beat Tron.
It does not beat Tron. Does this beat Tron?
No.
All right.
But okay, beats Tron.
This beats Tron. Checks out. It's Kolaghan's command. Land?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Kolaghan's command, and I think it's Catacombs.
Yeah, it's probably fun.
Yeah. I'm doing this. Done asking your advice. We're just gonna do it.
Hopefully, we can Thoughtseize and we can bob on 2 without having to trophy them. Like, I really want to get this threat into play.
Yeah, being able to bob first would be so huge. Taking game 1 is huge, since winning this one on the draw takes something special. I don't know if it takes something super special. Like, it does take them stumbling a little bit. Huh?
By the way, Dark Confidant. Say, card's great.
What about it? We drew it both games against Amulet and did nothing. We just died.
Okay. You shush. Natty Tron.
That's not bad.
Well, we get the Dark Confidant down.
All right, let's take a thing. Let's see what things do you have. Why don't you just have natural Tron? They literally just have... No, they don't. All right. Well, the Karn is better than an O-Stone, right? Especially with a trophy in hand. So we're just going to take the Karn. All right. See a Karn. Boop. All right. This looks like we're going to have time. Looks like we have all kinds of time. I mean, they could spike, obviously. They just play tower here, and, like, they could spike. But...
They could spike.
I'm taking that risk.
Yeah, no, you're taking that risk.
Because they would have to spike like a threat too.
Do anything.
This Inquisition does take stone.
I'm playing the Dark Confidant. A lot of them won't even play the O Stone out on 3. Maybe if they don't have Tron, but we haven't produced any way to destroy their land. So I feel like...
How about they just spike it?
Lucky. That's annoying, but... Whatever.
We didn't hit a land. Oh no. Alright, so, I mean, we know 2 of the cards in their hand, right? It's like Power Plant and Forest still, so they have 1 unknown.
Yeah, so I'm just attacking them.
We can attack Trophy and then just, untap. Yeah. We can actually keep them off this stone for a good amount of turns.
Yes. Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Do we Trophy Tower?
Well, we Trophy the Mine, right? The non-tower? Yeah, we Trophy the Mine.
Yeah, because they have Power Plant. Alright.
Yeah.
And just do it now. Oh no, they can crack it if we do it now. I guess they can crack it at every point. They can crack the Stone. Unless we blow up the O Stone and hope they don't spike a piece of payoff. That seems real dumb. Yeah. Kraken costs 5. I understand they can float 4 mana and then grab their basic and then crack the O Stone. Yeah.
This is rough.
Dark Confidant 2019. Listen, Care Bear, I didn't ask for your drama, okay?
He's gonna kill. What are the chances he just kills the lone Dark Confidant? If he's good at magic, 100%.
I mean, the thing is, it still puts us live to, like, discard him and, like, fulminate. I think we still have to do it.
I think you're right.
Maybe he'll just miss it. I doubt he'll miss it. He missed it! He missed it.
Ooh, he F6. He F6 maybe.
He might have F6. We took too long. That was the tech. Just take too long. Watch him just hit a Charland here. How tragic would it be? Just mine. He actually hit it! Oh my god! Tron!
Karn your land.
Worm Coil. Alright.
Okay. That's bad, but...
It's not ideal. I would put that squarely in the not ideal camp. Nice.
Time.
Can we go next? Imagine unironically playing Bob in 2K19. TBH him sad he's gone because I spent money on him, and greatness at any cost will be missed. He's fine. Play like 2. I like upkeep more. Yeah, maybe. I think it was demonstrably different. Like, are we gaining anything by continuing to play this game?
Yeah, let's just continue. I would play this out in a minute, but...
Yeah, I mean, we can get bashed over the head a few times.
Wednesday night, I have work tomorrow. I got other things I could be doing with my life.
Wow, too popular to stream on Twitch. I mean... Whatever. Let's just play it out. There's a universe.
I don't even know if that was the right one. Like, this worm coil actually scares me.
No, we're just gonna take a hit. We're gonna take a hit and then we're gonna fulminate block. Yeah, look at this. No blocks.
I mean, no, we're not blocking.
Okay.
Out of your mind.
Liliana. No, we should attack first. Combat. You. Look at this. We're in this. This isn't over.
Define. I mean,
because we have a Liliana now and a Bolt.
Yeah.
And a Bloodbraid. We just need a little bit of... It just takes some time.
I mean, he actually could just kill us right now.
Oh, no, he put a fake counter on it. We're gods.
Yeah, I was like, he could actually just blow the board and then 6 us.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Wait, no, we could have blown up a land. Crap.
He missed it. No, he missed it.
Well, it doesn't matter. He can still do the same thing. He can just untap. It's actually better, I think, to put a fake counter first. Hey, D Palmer 5059. Thank you much for the follow. The notifications are turned off.
They don't have the haste. The tokens don't have.
No, he put a fake counter on it, so he just untaps and blows it on his main phase.
Oh.
We're just clicking submit, right? No reason to change anything.
Yeah, sure.
Too late.
We got game 1.
Yeah, we got game 1. All right. Whoever said it was going to be hard to win on the draw, our hand was good, and it was hard to win on the draw. Tokens don't have haste. Yeah, but they put a fake counter on it. All
yeah,
right.
you're right. I'm dumb. Dumb.
Our mana sucks. Is this beating Tron?
Oh, God.
Like, 2 discard spells is nice. We lose the natural Tron, but actually, this is probably a keep. What?
I wish Elson was here. We're going to lose with this hand. But I think it's probably better than the average 6 by a decent amount. We're on the play, so we can take Expedition Map.
Yeah, like, being on the play is so big for Inquisition, and we can, like, take 2 payoffs. Like, if he has Sylvan Scrying, we can just take that on the follow-up, and then just, like, have no access to Tron, and we start pressuring with Liliana. And, like, we have Bloodbraid as, like, a piece of
getting a lot.
Yeah, the mulligans get better, or the favors these Inquisitions, and this Liliana. So our plan gets better the more they mulligan, and you'll love to see a mull to 5. All right, grabbing Blood Crypto in case we draw a. I don't actually know. I was gonna say Wrenn and Six, but I don't think that makes any sense.
No, that makes sense. We don't want to fetch a basic Womp.
Relic. I don't think we care about Relic. Tower, Mine, Ancient Strings. Do we just take Chromatic Star and then take Ancient Strings?
We could take Relic and then Ancient Strings. I kind of like that better.
Okay, all right. No,
we
I'll
draw
buy
like
that.
a Tarmogoyf.
Yeah, Tarmogoyf is the way that we like pressure. The thing is, this lets them leave a green in play in case they ever top deck Sylvan Scrying, which is kind of awkward.
Yeah.
You don't mind. It's fine.
I could see a couple different ways.
Ooh, that's nice.
Big game.
Yeah, that's probably it. Thragtusk? Oh no. Alright, we'll take that one. So you have Thragtusk, Urza's Tower. That's it. We can make those 2 things. Huh?
Tranquil Thicket tap.
We got a Fulminator dialed up. No Ancient Stirrings for you, pal.
You draw a green card already? No.
We're fulminating next turn, right? There's just no reason not to. Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he says. Black green, black.
He has a duplicate, right?
No, this is all he has. We know Thragtusk and an unknown.
Oh, then I'm blowing up non-tower.
Blowing up non-tower. Send that to the Shadow Realm. Alright, now we have a land as a live draw for Bloodbraid. We also have Liliana, which is pretty likely to be played. Expedition map, and a second tower. We're so good. Oh.
So I would blow up his expedition map and turn Fulminator.
Okay, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good turn. Took me a second to find that one, but that's a pretty good turn. It's a pretty good turn.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. I mean,
it's not bad.
He's not bad. I mean, you know, I just see that. See ya. Your go. I got it. Power plant. Ooh, that's a powerful one, opponent.
Stop. I just want to get a threat on board. Okay, fine. Play it tapped. I'd probably just blow up his land again.
I'm blowing up his land again. Like, I showed up to blow up some Tron lands. That's what we're here to do. This is why we show up, chat. This is why we show up. Get this out of my face. Put that crap back where it belongs.
We're gonna Bloodbraid into another one. Play. Miss. Yes. Okay. I'd play Bloodbraid.
Just Bloodbraid? That's so animalistic, I feel like.
No, it's not. It's good. It's fine.
It's fine. Alright, I'm incoming,
it's
like...
It's gonna hit a Liliana anyways. Bolt's fine. That's bad.
Are we casting it?
No. Like, I don't think we are.
Okay, fine. I think you're right. Giving them green seems like a mistake.
Yeah. It's like...
If they had only, like, one tower in a forest, I'd probably cycle, like, their tower into a forest. Ghost Quarter is not something I care about, friendo. Oh, I dare you to play another Tron. Oh, Ghost Quarter their own Tron.
This is why we didn't do it. Because I figured this was going to happen.
They just really need the green source.
I figured he'd want the green more.
Urza's mine, eh? We should play Liliana next turn, right? Just, like, start pressuring the hand. Like, they're at 3 cards, and incentivize to play a mine next turn?
Oh! Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And, like, we're going to hold the Tarmogoyf, we're just going to discard this land.
Yeah. You're right. Right. I'm for some odd reason, I thought they could have Tron next turn, and I was like,
no.
We need a trophy, but...
Why do you just want to trophy these lands so aggressively? We don't care. We
get no, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. No.
We get to do both next turn. Get you a man that can do both.
Yeah.
Alright, they're going to go to 1 card. We know they have a Thragtusk.
Yeah.
Foothills, we get to just play everything. This is gas.
Yeah, we get to do it all.
We're going to blow up the non-tower again.
Yep.
Here's a goofer. This game is over, opponent. I don't know why we're still playing. But I'm down to continue playing if you're down. See ya. They have 1 mine left? Is that right?
That card, I forgot how nasty that card was.
Ah! They still get to search a forest, don't they? Oh, they don't, because it doesn't resolve. Ah! Thank God this doesn't target. Oh, that's such a beating. Warping Whale, eh? Alright, fine.
Jeez.
Alright.
What is he having?
We know about a Thragtusk, right? No, there's one in the yard. I don't know what we know. I don't think we know anything.
Well, hopefully they don't have...
Alright, Forest. I don't care about that. Forest concede! Busted. You love to see Forest concede. Tron, easy matchup. I hope you all learned their chat that Tron's easy. It doesn't matter if they have Veil.
There have been times where that card has been just like a huge beating.
Oh my god, that card is so good.
Where that card is a like mostly rotting hand.
Yeah, I mean, I played it in Titan Shift in the leagues, and they were pretty good. They were pretty good. Jund beats Tron Kappa. There's no Kappa. It's favored. It's a favorable matchup. I don't understand.
I mean, I've had a winning record against it this season on the tour.
I mean, you tend to prepare for Big Mana because Big Mana is always popular on the tour as well.
Well, mind you, I've also had like a really good season, and my win rate against everything else other than Tron is like amazing.
I kind of like Veil Summer. Yeah, it's good. Veil Summer actually seems good in Jund sideboard because it can be nuts now post ban in the mirror. It seems okay-ish in the mirror. The thing is, they're boarding out discard spells, and that's kind of where Veil of Summer excels, is like in the face of discard spells. Being able to Cryptic Command on turn 1 is pretty disgusting. But, like, if you're boarding out a lot of discard spells, like, you're only leaving in, like, what, 2? Ugh, this is just...
We're on the player of the draw.
We're on the draw. This just has to go.
Get it. Get it out.
Now this is something I'll keep. I'm shipping an extra Thoughtseize, right? Or am I shipping this push?
I think it's an extra Thoughtseize.
Alright, I thought so, too. We're playing against... the Weimare Republic? Oh no.
Yeah.
Burn! Ah!
Yeah, this hand's not going to be burn.
This hand could be burn. We could be burn.
If you draw a Tarmogoyf, sure.
I'm just fetch shock bolting this, right? I'm pushing this.
Fetch shocking's rough, but I guess you kind of have to.
I think we have to. I'm gonna push it now. Yeah. It doesn't particularly matter. We get F6 value. Like, I guess it kind of informs their turn. Like, they know maybe like playing an Eidolon's better than trying to get damage out of their spells. So, like, maybe there's a universe. Gut shot! Okay, this matchup's a lot better. I've never been so happy for them to play a 2-for-1. Oh, and they missed their land.
Tarmogoyf.
We're not playing Wrenn and Six? Alright, fine.
No, you can go Wrenn and Six
Yeah.
fetch basic swamp.
You're a basic swamp.
How big is he?
A 4/5.
Yeah.
Gut shot me on instep, the correct time to do it. Not like you have prowess creatures in your deck. Oh, there are prowess creatures in your deck. Why did the gut shot me on instep? Okay. My turn. I got... Ooh.
So we can just go Thoughtseize.
Wrenn, pick up Bloodmire.
Kill his guy if we wanted to. I think a Thoughtseize first, just to kind of inform what we're doing with the rest of our turn.
That's fair. Taste it. Taste it. Taste it. Taste it. Taste it. Taste it. Oh, ah! I don't want to give them a land.
Yeah, that's kind of my issue too.
I just want to take Lightning Bolt to keep from getting like punked out with a bunch of damage and just play Wrenn and Six, pick up a land.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't like it.
I mean, it's not the best, but it does A, line us up for Bloodbraid next turn, which is really attractive, and B, it also keeps from like giving them a land for their 2 Metamorphoses in hand. Like, I want them to whiff for one more turn. Now, it is asking a lot from the whiff. They've seen a lot of cards, but like even still, oh crap! I forgot to shrink the damn Tarmogoyf. Ah!
What is he now?
A 3/4.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's still fine. It doesn't that a bolt. We took the bolt anyway. Like, we know about a lava spike and 2 Morphoses, so there's no sequence.
Miss.
Block? Alright, it looks like they missed. Not even interested in lava spiking. Alright, that Inquisition's a good pickup too.
I think it's probably just Bloodbraid though.
And
like, I think Inquisition's going to be live next turn.
Alright, we're just grabbing a basic here to preserve life. Even though we kind of want another green source, right? Yeah. I think I am. Like, there's no way I can justify paying life here. Bloodbraid! Bloodbraid! Removal spell! Oh, I should have plussed up Wrenn first in case we hit another Wrenn. Or at least minus it or something. Alright, here's this. We're going to minus that out the way. Right? Yeah, there's no way we're not just killing this creature and, like, slamming, right?
Yeah.
See ya. It's like, even if they draw a creature, they can't really kill us, and we just have so much pressure.
And then plus up.
Yeah, so that we can get the damage. Honestly, it might be worth it to, like, minus. Although then it does the bolt. I'm kind of off that. Just, like, start dealing damage. Like, turn up the clock. Actually, does it make a difference? It makes a difference on the turns, right? We have 7?
Yeah, if they want to kill it, it puts a Planeswalker in the yard. So
yeah, no, it's just correct to minus. Ah! What is this weirdness? Alright, your turn. Definitely do not trophy them. Yeah, minus Wrenn to threaten lethal, exactly. Attacking before bringing back land with Wrenn 6, 500k IQ play. Ooh, float red concede. Always make sure, chat, when you're conceding to float mana first. Just in case they have a response. Alright, I want this Fatal Push. I want these Collective Brutalities.
Yeah, this is good.
I don't want this. There's no burbs left. This card looks stupid.
I like Trophy.
You like Trophy? Really? Okay.
Dude, they have like Blood Moon, and sometimes they have like.
They have Blood Moon for real?
Yeah. She's
Well,
fine.
we're fetching basics anyway to preserve life.
She's fine.
You want this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the Dark Confidant.
Oh, they have gut shots. These gotta go.
Yeah, those are bad.
That's good.
3 Wrenn and 6.
3 Wrenn and 6. Yeah, I guess they don't kill anything.
And maybe a Thoughtseize.
Maybe a
Good enough?
Yep,
That's
good. Looks good to me. Although, these Bloodbraids are going to be harder to cast without Wrenn and 6, aren't they?
I still think she's so good.
She's so good.
Damn good.
Yeah, I mean, this hand's great. We have Painless Mana, too.
Sounds great. We just need a threat at some point.
And we'll draw one.
That's this is going to buy tons of time.
Should we lead on fetch? Oh, okay. Thanks for sharing. Should we fetch a swamp and then fetch like forest or something and play this last?
Yeah, that's probably...
Too late.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just going to push this thing now. Swamp. Incentivize them to play another creature. Even though I kind of want equity out of this, I'm just going to do it all now.
Boom. Get them out.
Get 'em out. In the words of the wise, get 'em out. Oh, they mulliganed too? Looks like they mulliganed. Maybe not. Maybe they just played...
What kind of hand did you keep? We're just
like,
man, I want this Tormod Crypt against John.
I don't know, man. Crash through Monastery Swiftspear. Okay. You got it, pal.
It's like, what world do you live in?
Yeah.
It's like, man, this looks like a good card.
Should we hold this? We could play this tapped.
Oh, yeah, I'm holding it. I think I'm Thoughtseizing their last card.
Are we? Okay, yeah, let's Thoughtseize the last card.
Yeah.
It's just like expiring otherwise. See ya. Saved a life. Look at that. We're owning. Actually, saved 2 if they play the Swiftspear first.
Yep.
And then now we know about Crash Through Swiftspear, and they're incentivized because actually they have to use the Crash Through. So if they don't have specifically Gut Shot off of this and their blind draw, then this Collector Brutality is getting 2 cards next turn, which is kind of nice. Yep, hit me for 2.
Yeah, I like this.
And we're gonna discard a land.
Oh.
And this is the last turn. This is coming in untapped. Oh, I see. You wanted to fetch in case they had Blood Moon. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. They're not going to have it. They never have it. Escalate 2 modes. -2, -2. Take an instant sorcery. Look, we can just discard it. Because it's literally a duress. Opponent, creature,
Discard this.
the one that doesn't fetch a forest.
Yep.
No Blood Moon, please, Daddy.
That would be bad.
Monster Spirit. That's fine. Take that. Okay, they can't have land plus moon, right? Oh, yeah, they can because they have Morphos. No, we took the Morphos. Yeah, they can't have land plus moon next turn, and we have a Bloodbraid, so we each pass. We're owning! We're owning!
We're a little precarious, but if he draws a burn spell here, a little precarious.
It's not a burn spell. Ooh.
That's good.
It's 4/6 nicer. Liliana Sack?
I kind of just want that's what I want to do. Play Forest. Or play the way to fetch basic Forest. Kill his idiot.
Kill the idiot. Hey, Monster Swiftspear can be very intelligent. You don't have to make fun of Monster Swiftspear. It's a very, very intelligent thing. Just BBE. I want to get equity out of this Liliana, right?
Idiots like to play Monster.
Idiots like to play Monster Swiftspear. So much hate. So much hate. Oh, no. Bedlam Reveler. Okay. Oh. I had a panic.
Bedlam Reveler would be good.
Oh, I can't have 6 in case they have land plus stupid moon. Dart. Deal. Liliana still a 2-for-1. Played a land. You got it, pal.
Fetch. Basic.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could wait.
I could wait in case I draw it and then like never crack the fetch, maybe. But I don't think that matters. Forest. Ugh.
I think we're safe to get Ooze in play and Fade for a turn.
Ooze in play. Do we try to like eat Dart? Make them sack a land now? No,
I think we want to get this like as fast as possible. So I would just exile a Swiftspear.
Now?
Probably.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah, I don't want to play a game where if he draws a lava dart...
Ironically, I think they're supposed to Tormod's Crypt to themselves here.
Play that because we have Bloodbraid.
Are we playing this land?
Yeah, we're playing it.
Alright, that's
Yeah, we
fine.
have Bloodbraid.
I think there was merit to holding it, but yeah, I guess. Because like, we draw another Collective Brutality, maybe there's a world where we want to like escalate it, but... That's a good one step. It is the opposite of a fade. I guess we're slamming Elf. Yeah, we're definitely slamming Elf.
Holding up a green. Hold up a green.
Oh yeah, in case we hit the idiot. Speaking of... Oh my god! Why are things so hard to cast? Okay, you don't hate to see it, chat. You don't hate to see it. Bloodbraid is literally just Demonic Tutor plus Dark Ritual. Card is so good.
Pretty good.
Taste it. Taste it. Oh, yeah. They're drawing towards Revelers. They're out. Yeah, I guess that's true. They can't crypt themselves. But, I mean, they're just going to naturally draw Flame Idiot off the top.
So check it. Our opponent has the Tarmogoyf countermeasure in play, and it's still going to be very big.
I mean, yeah, we got like bolts and inquisitions and stuff. We already have a sorcery yard, right? They have a sorcery yard. Yes, there's no way they can cut off that. Are they just dead? They're dead in 2, I think, almost no matter what. Because I think they can only cut it off like 1, where they like eat my Liliana, but they put artifact in the yard.
I don't even know if they can actually cut it.
I think they can cut it by 1. You might be right. Because they don't have a land yet. Yeah, yeah, they can cut it by 1. Yeah, look at me. I do all kinds of math and stuff. And now they're, like, dead to known information for us. All right, one more fade, and you are dead, Aruski. The big dead.
No Reveler.
I'm just going to attack.
Yep.
Taste it. We could trophy a mountain. That's an option we have. Send a message. Let them know where those mountains belong. In the Shadow Realm. All right. We're 3-1 playing for the 4-1. 1 loss to Amulet. Not even Tron. We beat freaking Tron. This is so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, first to play around redirect. Oh my god, VTCLA is so right. We just punted. We should have absolutely played around redirect and reiterate. Oh, what's the other one? Wild Ricochet. They could just like kill us with some bolts. Pew pew. Pew pew, Michael Kidd.
That's true.
Oh, what a punt. We are so unplayable.
So in a tournament, I actually would lead with IOK there, but
why? It
like,
just solves nothing.
Press 1 at a time. Nah, I'm out.
Oh, the days where Miracles played Rip versus Rug Delver to beat 60% of their threats. Honestly, G-Throw, I think they should be doing that now. Like, because you neutered Arcanist, Wrenn and Six, and Tarmogoyf. Like, even without Nimble Mongoose, I literally think you should be doing the Rest in Peace. I don't know, I think you should be playing around, or you should be boarding Rest in Peace against them anyway, as Miracles. It's not as just, like, shut down all their threats, but I think you still should be doing it. It's kind of embarrassing if you don't IOK and lose somehow. I mean, if they have something that beats me that they haven't cashed yet before they're dead to bolt, that sounds like their mistake, maybe? I don't really know if we're playing around anything. This is just a keep, right? We have discarded a goof plus some, like, stuff. All right.
Yeah.
The thing is, this mana hurts so freaking much, dude. How do you play this deck? Jokers are wild. Jokers are wild.
Fetch Blood Crypt.
With what? There's Catacombs. This fetches both of our basics.
Yeah, fetch with the Wooded Foothills. We're being silly.
What do you mean I'm being silly? We should have like 3 fetch lands. You're just making a decision at random.
No, you get the one that doesn't fetch both basics.
I mean, normally, but we have 2 of those. Listen, kiddo. What the hell? Obviously, we're playing against goblins with 1 land. I mean, jeez, this is probably the best card in their hand against us. This can work to killing a Tarmogoyf eventually. I think it's supposed to be... Ugh. I don't want to take Prospector. But maybe we are supposed to take Prospector.
I want to take that expert guy that can kill Tarm.
I mean, that's going to take a while to kill Tarmogoyf, but we can.
I guess you're right.
I mean, this guy is like the best card in their hand, power level wise, but like they have to sack like 2 things to even get it out.
Maybe it's a Prospector.
It could reasonably be a Prospector because it's going to be hard to build up to killing Tarmogoyf without it.
Okay, take a Prospector. It sounds insane, but
yeah, it does sound insane. But we have a trophy to try to play around them like building up to like actually being able to beat Tarmogoyf's butt, and then yeah, we can just trophy their thing in response, and then like it won't kill it anymore because I think it checks on resolution or whatever. Goblin Storm. I don't think it's Goblin Storm. Discard Tarmogoyf, you can't ever lose. I have some bad news for you. This is the modern format. You can very easily lose with discard Tarmogoyf. Rug Delver isn't close to the same deck. I mean, yeah, it plays fetches, Delver, maybe days. Was it really that definition of Legacy deck? Right. I mean, not really.
Like Basic Forest, Tarmogoyf, let's go.
It's still very similar of a deck.
The house.
I can't even see. Forest! Bam! Wham! Thank you, ma'am. Go. Alright. Maybe they're going to attack. They did not elect to attack. Alright, we got some insane options available to us. We can trophy this. We can trophy this. Oh, we can just cast that. That's way better. Alright, fine. We should always leave with this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no universe where we don't. Okay. Munitions, Duder, Pile Driver. They're like a land away from everything. I want to take War Chief.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. As goofy as it is.
Yeah, there's like one goblin, so like the munitions expert still doesn't really matter. Like Pile Driver's just a beater that we can block. Yeah, War Chief's like easily the best card in their hand. Play Tomb Tap.
Probably tap Overgrown. I don't.
We're missing instant, so we could like trophy something to grow our Goofer. That's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
All right, go. There was real merit to maybe considering trophying like the Skirk Prospector after we take the War Chief, but I don't know. I just want to ride this like not having a land as long as possible. Perfect. The beatdowns. Jesus. Okay.
Not drawn well, but Tarmogoyf is pretty good.
You're gonna carry the team apparently.
Then for what, 3?
Yeah.
4? 3?
Hopefully they'll eventually just like feel incentivized to crack this, and we can just trophy whatever they cast off that, and we just like beat down for 1 billion. They need to hit a hero. This is just a non-game, I think, though. Like, I don't think they're gonna be able to recover if they haven't hit a land here. Dang. All right, we have a potentially real game. It's only really real because they have like good 4-drops in their hand.
Yeah, it's a little scary, actually. Like, believe it or not.
I mean, we could trophy the Skirk Prospector.
I don't think you do it now.
Okay.
Yeah, taking 1 versus... I guess I'm done.
So here, we have to consider, do we want to trophy the Skirk Prospector?
We could take a draw step.
Okay, yeah, we could take a draw step. And if we hit, like, Bloodbraid, then that's, like, a pretty big payoff. So we should fetch either way.
Yeah, I think we're fetching.
Okay, alright. Grab red source.
Red-green, probably.
Yeah, because we can fetch a swamp if we need another black.
Alright.
Good one. Ooh.
Good one.
Alright. You don't hate to see it, chat. That's not something you hate to see. Play it. Kill old Prospecty.
Yep.
And then we can beat down with the Goofer. Put him to 8.
I might honestly kill this guy.
Now?
Like, maybe. We hit for 4, down to 7.
Whenever attacks, it's supposed to for each other. It attacks for 1.
Oh, never mind.
Unless they have a haster.
Okay, never mind.
I'm off that for now.
I thought it killed.
Yeah, I thought it did. I thought it attacked as like a 3/2 no matter what, and there for a second too. But I was like, that sounds a little busted. That sounds like a little bit of a good card. So yeah, it only attacks for 1 right now. They draw a haster. It's rough. All right, and they're at 8, so like we can trophy next turn and have them like dead on the 2 turn, even if they play like a War Chief, whatever. Now, if they play a Siege King Lieutenant, we could be in a lot of trouble. I don't even think they can attack. There's no way this 1 point of damage is worth it for each other attacking goblin. Yeah, you don't have any of those. Put this to 1. Okay, apparently that's worth it to you. Munitions expert. Oh, can this shoot planeswalkers? Oh no.
Yeah, it can.
Oh.
So, yeah, we can't stop that.
I don't even think
But
we care that much about that.
Yeah, we don't care too much. And if we draw a bolt...
Are we supposed to fetch the Overgrown Tomb?
Yeah, I think so. I'm kind of wondering if we're supposed to kill a guy, put an instant in the yard, and then draw the Bloodbraid.
Draw the Bloodbraid for... Does that draw to a kill?
Bolt.
Is Bolt a kill?
Right? Bolt
instant... Oh, yeah, that does. Yeah, that draws the Bolt for a kill. Okay, I buy it. I buy that for $1. Drawing the Bolt and Bloodbraid for a kill I think is worth enough. Which one do we kill? This one? Because it doesn't die to Wrenn?
No, we have to kill him in case Bloodbraid doesn't.
Oh, yeah. We need to get the blocker out of the way. That sucks. I hate this. Not taking that expert was loose. I mean, the expert didn't do a lot. What? I don't understand.
Yeah, it didn't do anything.
Is that busted?
Although we've drawn all lands to Wrenn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's an argument for like our hand being like whatever. Yeah, we'll just play this land, whatever. And we've like fetched lands out of our deck. Like, I'm not actually sure how many lands are left in our deck. I feel like it shouldn't be that many. Watch them just spike the 4th land too. Find a way to lose this game. Well, they didn't slam it. War Chief is a good one. Thing is, you can't race, so
chump the whole game.
Yeah, you're on chumping duty. But the problem is this card is a problem. All right, do we trophy first? We could trophy first.
Bolt his face.
We could trophy them. Trophy my opponent.
Stop wasting our time.
Michael, look at all these targets. I can target this Tarmogoyf, me. Like, come on. Lava Spike is not an easy card to cast. Okay.
He's at put him out of his mercy.
Out of his misery.
Whatever.
Bolt the Goblin. Send a message, Edward. Bolt the Goblin, trophy the Goblin, attack. That's what we should have done. Oh my God, Chad, I didn't see the line. We should have just killed both the goblins and attacked. Sent a message.
That is like 400 more clicks.
Wave is bored for the kill. See, discarding a Goyf always wins. You were just clinically proven. Send a message. Assert dominance. Did we have a chance to make fun of my latest iteration of the deck? Of what deck, Anarchy? Alright. What else is good? Is Brutality good?
Brutality's fine. I mean, Plague Engineer.
Oh.
Just say. Bloodbraid Elf is good.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
It's not that good.
Okay, alright, fine.
Dark
Inferno, I just missed your follow. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for the follow. The notifications aren't on. I also missed Kuka Bellew, apparently, and that was like a long time ago. I'm very sorry. Thank you for following. I appreciate your support. Huh?
So Dark Confidant's bad.
Dark Confidant's bad. Fun Whale 1, also thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Like I said, notifications off, Michael loud, etc., etc.
At least one Liliana's probably bad.
At least one Liliana is probably bad.
The Thoughtseize is...
I like Thoughtseize. Like their best cards against us are 4 mana.
Yeah.
I'd rather kill like one of these.
Okay, fine. Trim 2 Inquisition.
Okay. Can I trim the Liliana? This card seems embarrassing.
Fine. Trim a Lily.
I don't hate it. Lily could be still good with like Plague Engineer, like they have tokens and stuff, but like Plague Engineer's already good enough that I don't want to like bank on Liliana only being good when we draw one of our best cards in the matchup. Although, speak of the devil, this is just a keep, right? Like there's no way we're mulliganing like this.
No way. That's great.
I mean, this land is horrible. I don't know if this hand's great. This is terrible. Lily's decent versus Ringleader? I mean, I guess. I don't know if it counts as good against Ringleader. Ringleader draws 4 cards.
Inquisition.
That seems like a good line. Seems like a good line. This is a lot of stuff. All right. They have Crater Maker. War Chief, Mons, and Munitions Expert.
I'm gonna let you take this one.
What do you mean? These are all top tier Magic cards. What is the problem here? All right, what do we like? War Chief doesn't matter that much. They're already cheating on Man Off Vial. Crater Maker can kill Skoos sometimes, but it's kind of rough to line up. So it's between Expert and Mons to me.
We don't want our Plague Engine to die.
Yeah, I mean, Mons can shoot creatures, which is dumb. It's basically a Blood Artist that can shoot creatures, and so like they can just pay 4 mana and kill our Plague Engineer by sacking a Goblin.
Pretty annoying.
I mean, they're both pretty annoying. Mons Expert. We're gonna take... I want to take Mons.
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
We're gonna take Mons. Whatever, he says. Alright, go. I just don't have a lot of respect for that Munitions Expert card. I just don't think it's that good. Like, inevitably it's probably going to kill something, but ideally it's something that already gets value. What the heck? Alright, that's gone.
Whatever, dog.
Alright.
Just play Ooze.
If we play Ooze, we open ourselves up to getting it Munitions Experted, because they also have Crater Maker, so you can just play Crater Maker, play Munitions Expert, and shoot this.
How big are those creatures?
One's a 2/2, the other one's a 1/1, but the 2/2 can deal 2 damage to a creature. Their hand is pretty good at killing a 2/2.
Yeah, so is it crazy to blow up his Vial and force him to play at sorcerer speed with a Liliana?
I don't think that's crazy.
Okay, maybe I play the Wooded Foothills and up the Vial.
Okay. I wish that we had taken War Chief if that was our plan, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, now they're just going to play War Chief. We minus, then they play Munitions Expert, just kill our Lily. Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I should have thought about it a little more.
I mean, this wasn't a line I saw myself, like, ending up on. Until after the fact. Alright, let's shoot this. Okay, I believe you. They can flash in Expert, but we would love for them to do that. So, doesn't matter. They can crack Relic. Also fine with that.
Yeah.
I mean, Scavenging Ooze is going to be a bear most of this game as long as they keep this Relic shenanigans up. Yeah, I guess in case we draw a Wrenn, we'll, like, do this. Yeah, here's the War Chief, which lets them cheat on the mana as well, but we can shock Lily, down tick that, and then the Munitions Expert it down. Fatal Push.
Can't do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, this is still fine, because even after the Munitions Expert, we can play the Plague Engineer. Problem is, then it dies to Goblin Crater Maker. Maybe the Munitions Expert plus Crater Maker this turn. That would require them to draw land, but I think it actually would help me for them to draw land this turn. So they can just put more stuff on the battlefield. Oh my god, cut it out. We're just going to time out.
Honestly, that's one of the most annoying things about Relic.
He's like, yeah, it's about getting timed out. Yeah, it's just like, oh, this is so stupid. Okay. Yeah, they just played Munitions Expert.
I kind of feel like I just, like, play Scavenging Ooze. Fetch land?
Let's play Scavenging Ooze and try to eat something main phase. What do you think? I want to do it, because then they're either forced to crack Relic, and then we can, like, eat something in response or whatever. Like, they might just crack Relic here. They did not. I just want to try to do this main phase.
That's fine.
Let's eat Mons. Nom 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 nom. Bet you feel dumb for using this at the time you did. Yeah, see, they're just going to crack Relic. Now, do I want to fetch Shock and keep it from dying to Crater Maker? I think I do.
Yes.
So, let's do that. And grab a Overgrown Tomb, because we have multiple black spells.
Yeah.
Or, do we have double red? We don't.
No.
Alright, yeah, I'm just grabbing Tomb then.
No, we don't play Season Pyromancer.
We don't play
here's
Season
the
Pyromancer, is that what you said?
Yeah, I said we don't play that card.
That's true.
So we don't have to fetch double red.
That's true. That's true. You're right.
By the way, this has happened multiple times in this league that we haven't had to fetch double red.
It helps. It helps. You're right. You're right. Ooze basically never grows because Relic, though. Pretty sure Expert has flash. Watch out while talking about sorcery speed. That's true. I'm well aware it has flash. But we figured they were going to finish off the Liliana with it anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're not just going to keep passing the turn when they have creatures to play.
Yeah. It does have flash, but it being a 1/1, and they're not going to really just, like, hold it up. Like, they're going to play creatures, and they're going to use it as a kill spell eventually. So, they can flash it in, but they're not going to, like, just pass a bunch of mana up, play around Liliana that may or may not be in our deck on the draw. So, like...
That's true. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's kind of my logic.
All right. Still not at 4 mana yet. Still no chance of getting ringleader. Hey, Minifer, how are you? If they attack, obviously we don't block because then they could just Crater Maker us. Although, wait, is that worth the 2-for-1? Probably not.
No, I think Scavenging Ooze is just so big in a, like, long game.
In fact, it might make us actually be willing to throw away Plague Engineer to kill this and then like make them exchange Crater Maker and then we just grow this Ooze to infinity.
That's probably fine.
Like I'm almost willing to just like throw this away. I'd like them to play more 1/1s though.
Yeah, if they just play more 1/1s, that'd be great.
That's not our next one. You dick.
Now we can just kill it.
Oh, that's true. You just like push it.
Kill it with the Fatal Push and exile it.
Push it.
Kill it with the Fatal Push.
Push it.
We
Real
could
good.
kill with the Fatal Push, exile it, play the Plaguage, all in one turn. If we're willing to fetch shock.
Yeah. We don't play a second forest, right?
No.
Push it. Now push it real good. Bum, bow, wow, 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 wow.
But Scavenging Ooze, gaining us alive.
This Tranquil Thicket looks awful. I agree, Matthias. I agree. Matthias.
Does it look worse than another land that doesn't draw a card? Like,
probably. I don't know. Like, looks worse than a Blooming Marsh. I don't know. It's just an example. Deal 2 damage. Okay, you got
how does it look worse than a Blooming Marsh?
You look worse than a Blooming Marsh. We could have had an untapped green source earlier. We wouldn't have to fetch shock one time.
Yeah, but we'd have like one more land. This card will do something. It will draw a card. Blooming Marsh would not. It would just enter
Are we
tap.
willing to fetch shock? I think we are. I think we're willing to fetch shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because like they're not gonna be able to like punk us out. That stupid. I don't know what the card is. I forgot his name. The black 4-mana one that like makes 2 1/1s that like Blood Artists or whatever. I guess we could still get punked out by that actually. Huh, that's awkward. Or green sources.
Scavenging Ooze is gonna get so big. Like next turn we're gonna fetch shock to 10, and next turn we can go back up to 11 by killing this guy. If he gets a plague,
This one, Goblin.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. There you go.
Yes, no
Get Flame Tongue Kavud. Okay, so now we are in a pretty good spot to actually cycle this Tranquil Thicket, ironically, and just keep growing our... Whoa, that's a good one against Plague Engineer. That's a good one. It like they can pay 3 mana, top 3, reveal a creature. So basically 3 mana, draw a card, and it's an anthem for Gobos.
Jeez.
Well, it's an anthem for anything, but they're going to pick Gobos.
Kolaghan's Command. Off the top.
Here it is. Kolaghan's Command, chat. Kolaghan's Command has been called. No, even better. Bloodbraid into Kolaghan's Command.
That'd
Here
be
comes. Here comes. Right there. Right there. This spot right here, chat. Is Tranquil Thicket better than Peatland? We have Peatlands too. Right there, chat. This is where it's going to be. Sling Gang. Yeah, Sling Gang, Lieutenant. Lightning Bolt's not shabby.
Cycle, in case we draw Bloodbraid.
Cycle, in case we draw Bloodbraid. Are they dead if we just, like, deal 2 damage to them? It's like 5.
Bet your Blooming Marsh can't do that.
Bet your Blooming Marsh can't do that. How correct you are, my friend. Oh, my God.
But it's pretty good.
This is just the way we drew it up, Chad. I don't know what you're doing wrong with John. If you're having issues, just consider drawing more Bloodbraids and casting them. I highly recommend. Could not recommend enough. Maybe... Where are you going? I'm not done junding you. No! Opponent? Opponent? Where are you going? This game is cold. You have 5 cards in hand. You have more cards than me. That's so many cards. All right,
So
fine.
4-1, not bad.
Not bad, not bad. All right, so a 4-1, not as good as last time. Jund is strictly worse than it was the last time I had you on my stream to play some Jund.
Probably.
Just draw better while playing Jund. Just draw better in general. Highly recommend. Top 10 tips for getting better at Magic. Hey, Eric Hawkins, how are you? They were all Tranquil Thicket. All right, so what do we got? What do we got thoughts on this list? I mean, we got to see the power level of some cards. We got to see that Fulminator is still very good, given how much big mana we played. Do not skimp on your Fulminators, chat. Do not. If you're playing Jund, keep them in your deck. Keep them in.
Yeah.
This card was kind of depressing against Amulet. Like, I mean, not that Fulminator was better, because both the times we drew Fulminator, they had that stupid Excavator. And so, like, honestly, all of our land hate kind of sucked. The Gentleman's 4-1. Hey, that's better than average for Jund. Average Jund is a good old 3-2. Is Nihil Spellbomb worth it in the new meta? All right. So where do you want to start?
So, Olsen talked me into the Damp Sphere. I don't know. I want to be convinced because we had a long conversation about it. But after playing it with like Bloodbraid or like trying to go 2 spells a turn on turn 4, it felt on average just like way worse than the Alpine Moon. I will say that I have not liked 4 Fulminators when I've tried it, because in certain matchups where you're like, yeah, I kind of want Fulminator, like Affinity or whatever, you have diminishing returns on them. You just don't want to have a ton in that matchup. Even against blue-white, now having 3 and 3 mana planeswalkers and such, cutting off lands is always like a meaningful. So I don't want to play 4 Fulminators, but I do want another card for big mana, and I think Alpine Moon is better than Damping Sphere on average after watching those games. Damping Sphere has moments where it will be better against Amulet. It has moments where it will be better against like E-Tron and even Greentron, but for me, it being 2 mana and it also hurting your own Bloodbraids, it not allowing you to go to like 2 spells on turn 4, it just has not been good enough. Or it's not been as good as Alpine Moon, I'm sorry.
I loved Alpine Moon a lot. Randomly good against Twiddlestorm and Valakut. So, Tyler, something I experienced playing Valakut yesterday is it's a lot worse against Valakut than it used to be because of Field of the Dead. That card is very, very good at just naturally beating Alpine Moon without having to make any concessions in your deck list.
That's true.
Is surgical not where we want to be. So a lot of the times, Smirabito, a lot of times you want to bring in Nihil Spellbomb in like fair matchups. So think like Jeskai, the Mirror, stuff like that. With these matchups where like it can just at least cycle, draw a card, maybe counter half of a Kolaghan's Command or half of a Lingering Souls. So people are doing that with Stoneforge Mystic. Matchups like that, it's not just for hard graveyard decks, which is why you're not going to play something like Surgical. And that's why also somebody asked if it was worth it in the new meta. That's why it's still kind of worth it. Like you get to hedge against Dredge if people are still doing that with like the Tome Scour thing. And it's good in fair matchups. Michael's a big fan of Nihil Spellbombs.
Yeah. So Spellbomb is also probably better on average against a lot of the graveyard decks, and you can slice it in against the fair decks. The one place where people like to have it that they think it's like good is against big mana in tandem with your mana denial. But I'm not super huge on it. Like if I had it, I'd probably board it in. But I'm not huge on playing it for those matchups because there will be times you keep hands off the back of Alpine Moon or Damping Sphere or just a fast clock with no mana denial where your Surgical bad. There will be times where you blow up a Tron land, they search up the other one, you draw Surgical afterward after they've played, and it does nothing. There will be times where all the big mana decks have Relic of Progenitus, and it will be awful. So, in my opinion, Surgical, you board it in against the big mana decks if you have it, but it is not an all-star. And a lot of Jund players like to think it is. It's not. So when you're building your sideboard, do not consider it an all-star against those decks. And when you stop considering an all-star in those matchups, you realize that Nihil Spellbomb is just way better, in my opinion.
I think that is pretty well put. So, talking about Damping Sphere, it maybe, I mean, it feels kind of dumb when we're accounting for one card in our deck, but you were talking about how you didn't like Bloodbraid as much as I kind of wanted to like it in the matchup, and maybe I made the mistake by trying to force us to more Bloodbraid Elves in the matchup when we had Damping Sphere in our deck that was like a primary bullet piece that we're excited to cast on turn 2, and like there's multiple games where we did have Bloodbraids and like didn't want to cast them, so it just like made our hands more awkward. It feels like we got really punished for that, and it shouldn't happen that often with like only one Damping Sphere, but... I mean, maybe there is an argument for just cutting more Bloodbraids if we are doing like the Damping Sphere thing.
So against Amulet, one thing I will say is that Amulet, unlike Tron or Titan Shift, I think you don't have to be quite as fast. You can disrupt them more. They do play more of a fair Primeval Titan game, and they don't have like Prime Time even out of their deck doesn't win the game on the spot. And they only have like 8 of those, or like Solari West, but it doesn't feel as backbreaking as like when Tron is top deck, or when Valakut is top deck into Escape Shift. So in my opinion, you don't have to go as fast in that matchup as you do against Tron and Valakut. Want to be maybe a little more streamlined in the matchup and have more interaction in the earlier turns, whereas Tron and Valakut, I don't think that's the case. I think you just want all the ways to end the game and close the game fast. And Bloodbraid Elf is your best card on turn 4 to do that. So I think Bloodbraid is a lot better against Valakut and Tron than against Amulet. And if you're playing against Amulet, I would consider a Fatal Push or a Plague Engineer over like 4th Bloodbraid Elf. 3 Bloodbraid Elves, 2 Bloodbraid Elves, still fine in the matchup. And if you're playing against Valakut and Tron, you want all your Bloodbraid. That's kind of where I stand on Bloodbraid Elf.
So I have some stuff I'm excited to get your opinion on. Chat's ready to rile you up. So let's look at some questions here. First of all, Matthias said Ashiok also deletes Titan Shift. I'd love to see some more play on that card. And Diamond said, "Do you still board out all discard versus the mirror?" So you wanna start from the top. What do you think of Ashiok? What is it? Whatever the new one is in I don't even know what it is. Something renderer, I think. In Jund. What's your opinion?
Ooh, people, man.
Dream renderer?
Hogak just got banned. Hogak just got banned. Faithless Looting just got banned. That card's slow against Stoneforge Mystic. I've seen people make that argument. That's
that it's good against Stoneforge Mystic, yeah.
Oh, that's goofy. That's goofy. People want to play a lot of mana to mulligan in Modern sometimes, and Ashiok is a classic example of paying a lot of mana to mulligan a lot of time. Every time I played that card, it was awful. The only matchups where it's like good is literally just like the Titan decks. Even against Tron, there are often times where they use their searches early enough where, you know, if you're in a spot where you need to disrupt Tron, Ashiok's terrible. Yeah. If you're in a spot where you're ahead and you play her and prevent them from searching, it can be okay. But like, I'd rather have pressure, like legs, like a Tarmogoyf or something, or ways to actually disrupt them, like Fulminator and Trophy and Alpine Moon and Damping Sphere. Against the graveyard decks, it's slow, plus those decks are less popular. Ashiok has been close to a mulligan every time I boarded it in against anybody in Modern. According to the sideboard guides I've seen, like people have been like border in against Control, border in against him or her. I'm not sure.
I just call it. I think it's gender neutral or whatever. It's like non-binary.
Sure, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know.
I think they. It may be they them. I don't know. Just
they them.
Gender neutral. Really sure. Just they them.
Yeah. I apologize if I'm wrong about that. I honestly don't know. But yeah, no, it's been a mulligan. It's like Shadow and all the decks people wanted against, even Tron. I drew it and I was like, this card's rancid. Like more times than not, it felt like. I'm not a fan of it. As far as discard spells in the mirror, you know, I don't think it's a hot take, but a lot of people think it is. Dark Confidant, I love the card, but it's the worst card in your main deck in the mirror.
Because like, the old Wrenn and Sixy.
Yeah, people got Wrenn and Six. They got Kolaghan's Command. Some people are still playing Liliana the Last Hope. People think boarding and Plague Engineer to block Tarmogoyf is a good idea, and I just don't want to partake in all that.
You just don't want to get your confidants caught.
Yeah, I just don't want to get 1 for 2. And Dark Confidant gets 1 for 2 a lot in the mirror nowadays. And it's like discard spells on average are going to be maybe like a, I don't know, 0.9 for 1 or something. Like, you're going to top deck them, they're going to be oftentimes dead. But in the early game, there are a lot of times a Raven's Crime, which is better than a 1 for 2. Or they take, like, a Wrenn and Six or a Kolaghan's Command or a Bloodbraid or a Liliana, and they're a little better than that.
All right.
I would cut your Dark Confidant. Like, in this list right here, I would bring in your Assassin's Trophy, your Vraska, your Bloodbraid Elf, your Fatal Push, and your Nihil Spellbomb for 2 Dark Confidants and 3 Inquisition.
So you'd board these in.
And you got more, right?
In what?
Fatal Push. Fatal Push.
Oh, there's a push. Yeah, there's a push over here.
I would board those in and board out 3 Inquisitions and Confidants.
3 Inquisitions, 3 Confidants. So that's leaving 3 discard spells in is how you'd board for the mirror right here?
Yeah.
These
I mean, they're not
these
great.
These 5. Yeah.
Another play error people make, like, I was trying Plague Engineer. If you don't see Dark Confidant in your opponent's deck's post board, or if you don't see Seasoned Pyromancer, the card's bad in my opinion. Like,
you're talking about Plague Engineer if they don't have Seasoned Pyromancer. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that card's not very good. I think discard spells are better than on average. I think Fulminator was rancid before, and now that Wrenn and Six is in the format, I think it's rancid again. Like, there's an article by I forget who, but if you look like sideboarding in the Jund Mirror or something article on Channel Fireball, you can pull it up. I could probably post it on Twitter. So I know I've posted it on Twitter because people have tried to fight me about Fulminators in the mirror, and they're like,
Fulminator is so bad in the mirror.
No, stop. Like, on turn
especially
8,
with Wrenn and Six now, like, oh my god, no thank you.
No. Like, it was bad before. It's really bad now. Like,
all right.
No.
So we got a few more questions. You're a popular one. One person commented about Ghost Quarter in the sideboard. Said that it's been pretty decent for them for big mana and fair matchups. What do you think about the Ghost Quarter in the sideboard? It's something I've discussed with you before as a good option, but I don't know where you landed on that.
Ghost Quarter, yeah. So I tried testing Ghost Quarter and even Tectonic Edge in numbers, like playing 1 Ghost Quarter main, 2 Ghost Quarter side, and maybe like a Tech Edge or something. The problem I've had is, like, Fulminator, in my opinion, like, going for land destruction in Jund is just your best option. And
okay.
I was playing the Ghost Quarters, and I was like, I don't know. The main deck one hurt my mana base a decent amount, and I still kind of felt like I wanted to trim Wrenn and Six. Like, Wrenn and Six was pretty bad if I didn't have Ghost Quarter. Almost just terrible. Almost just outright terrible. And then the Ghost Quarter was suboptimal. Combo them together, it's good, but post-board, against the big mana decks, I found that I was, like, still wanting to shave Wrenn and Sixes, even with the Ghost Quarter. Or, alternatively, I can put the Wrenn and Sixes in and have these suboptimal draws in the event that I don't have Ghost Quarter in my open. So, it really did feel like I needed to play, like, a lot of Ghost Quarters to justify saying, hey, I'm going to leave in all my Wrenn and Sixes and try to, get this combo going against them. So I wasn't a huge fan.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable.
I just think Fulminator is a little better on average than Ghost Quarter, unless you have Wrenn and Six, and trying to, like, leave in some number of suboptimal cards to, like, do this little combo that's going to punk them out. I wasn't a fan. The other thing I don't like about Ghost Quarter is it's not very good against Titan Shift, and against Tron, oftentimes you can knock them off of their Tron with your trophies and stuff, or your Damping Spirit, or Alpine Moon. So coming back with a Stone Rain is nice. So that's why I considered playing a split of Ghost Quarter and Tectonic Edge. And if you're playing, like, 4 mana dials, lands, I would actually recommend doing that. Like, playing some number of Ghost Quarters and maybe a Tech Edge is pretty shitty, but...
Yeah, Tech Edge is rough. But I guess if you're on that plan, it's reasonable.
It's rough, but I feel like if you draw 2 Ghost Quarters and your opponent's just on that I'm going to cast Frag Test plan, you're going to feel much better if one of them Tech Edge. Just raw blow up a Tron land and not give them that mana. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. I wouldn't want to play, like, 4 Ghost Quarters. I would much rather play, like, 3-1 or 2-2 or something like that.
Another good argument for the Fulminator over any kind of, like, land destruction like Ghost Quarter and Tectonic Edge is actually the Kolaghan's commands. Like, we've gone up on Kolaghan's commands. I don't know if we mentioned that, but that's something that seems really relevant.
And Kolaghan's command is actually good against big mana decks because you look at like Amulet, they're playing artifacts, and you look at Tron, they're playing artifacts, and also when you're playing against Titan Shift, for example, Liliana is probably your best card in the matchup.
Just pressuring the hand in any way. Like Raven's Crime for 3 mana is good enough.
Yeah.
And like returning Fulminator obviously matters a lot.
Any way to pressure their hand is good in that matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And there have been so many times me and you have played that matchup where like you're just drawing to Escape Shift in 3 draw steps. It's like cutting one of those draw steps, Kolaghan. Like you would think it's a Hail Mary play, but it has saved my butt more times than it should.
Yeah, it has. I mean, it's usually, it can like discard a critical land, or it can discard like the payoff card that's like the only card left in my hand I'm holding to untap with. Like a Raven's Crown could be very, very good.
Very good. So it's good there. The shock, I mean, can sometimes kind of turn off the clock. Whereas
Taco R, thank you very much for the sub. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your Twitch Prime. If you have a sub list for me to play this month, go to the Discord. The link should be available for you either in the panels or somewhere along the running stream. The bottle spit out that. And put a sub list in the sub list channel. Thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. Sorry the notification is not up because it would be really loud with kids' volume. Also, Codiamonds, thank you for the follow. And in answer to your question, Codiamonds, yes, the stream will be on YouTube. That's why I'm taking all the time to go through all this. This isn't like, I guess, primary stream content. A lot of time when I'm streaming, people want to see me play a bunch of games, but I really want this video to serve as a good reference. Like every now and again, I'm going to have Kid on probably and play Jund, and it'll probably be every X couple months. And I want to make sure that you have a lot of information to digest and be able to reference and come back to later on about Jund, especially as the meta develops. Hopefully he's providing plenty of information that will, be even more useful to you even past this metagame snapshot. And so that said, if you have any questions, chat, there's still a couple more that we haven't got to. I'm willing to sit here and I'm willing to roll through these questions as long as you have them. I want to make sure you guys feel comfortable with where you're at on Jund and what you guys think of the Jund and the new metagame. And of course, make sure you follow Kid on Twitter at @ThatJundKid and find his articles on Good Grief Games. I can plug that again here in a second. But either way, he does write content about Jund. He's always willing to talk Jund with you later on. So if you guys watching on YouTube want to go find him on Twitter at @ThatJundKid. Michael Kidd's his name. You can find him. He looks just like this bearded hobo that you see beneath my face on Twitter as well. So find him. Feel free to reach out to him, ask any questions you want. He'd be more than happy to talk with you.
More than happy. I do also on Twitter, not Tinder.
You never know, man. Sometimes love is love, right?
Yeah, I put Magic Player in my bio, and I spend a lot of time in you. Anyways, no. Don't put Magic Player in your bio, by the way, on Tinder. Pro tips.
Pro tips. Don't put Magic Player. Not the hottest thing.
Yeah. Pro tips. I would know. I'm single.
The dating expert who is single. What a professional.
Anyways, no. On Twitter, I post basically. I don't post any political jargon. I don't post any
political jargon.
Really anything at all. I basically just only post about Jund.
Only Jund. No other Magic content. No other content at all. There is only Jund. That's all there is to his life.
And I only really post wholesome content too. I'm not usually trolling people or whatever. So if you're looking for just good, wholesome, honest content on Jund, I do post a lot, and I'm always willing to talk with people, and I respond to most people. I may not be as big as some of the guys out there that are streaming, streaming and playing Jund all the time. But that does help me, really make sure to respond to pretty much everybody and have good responses and really help people out. So
tips chat, wholesome Jund is an oxymoron. Anyways, it's coming back to some of the questions. What do we have? There's MRC Jr. Sorry it's taking so long. As the meta seems to be slowing down, is it time to start playing with 7 discard spells? 4 OOK, 3 Thoughtseize, ... probably cutting a land.
So when the meta's slowing down, so it's weird. I wouldn't mind playing 7 discard spells. It's kind of something I've wanted to do more since the London Mulligan rule came into effect. People are just mulliganing more and whatnot. With that said, when the meta slows down and your people are playing more fair decks, I generally don't like playing Thoughtseize and Inquisition as much. I would almost rather go down to 5. I don't want to go down to 5 ever in the London Mulligan rule, unless some insane cards get printed for Jund that make it hard for me to squeeze in 6 for some reason. That's part of the reason I'm not playing 7 is that Wrenn and Six printed, and it's and also Stoneforge Mystic got unbanned, so I want to play a bunch of Kolaghan's Command. So it's tough for me to fit like everything I want. Like I've sometimes wanted a third Confidant, I've sometimes wanted like a fourth Bloodbraid Elf, I've sometimes wanted that like 6 1-mana removal spell, that 7 discard spell. It's tough to fit kind of everything I want in the deck, and that's part of the reason I'm not playing 7 discard spells. But I think another argument against 7 discard spells is if the meta is slowing down and getting more fair. I discard gets a little worse actually.
So as the meta gets more fair, discard actually gets worse. Then is the conclusion. That is
Usually.
actually kind of counterintuitive, especially with like you said, with Stoneforge Mystic being a big reason to go fair right now. Like discard is very good against Stoneforge Mystic. Being able to like strip the artifact after they've cast it and just leaving it with a squire feels good, and then all their future squires are much worse. So it's interesting.
Yeah. Well, here's a question, I guess. A question for you, if that's like to kind of defend my logic. Would you rather have a discard spell against somebody who's trying to kill you on the first 3 turns of the game than a Kolaghan's Command or like Planeswalker? Or you're playing against a Stoneforge deck, would you rather have a Planeswalker or a Kolaghan's Command against them? And that kind of answers, I think, the question for you. If you're like, that
seems very dumbed down, and definitely in the head-to-head, obviously, I would much rather have more Kolaghan's Commands than discard spells when I'm playing the Jundamir, for instance, or when I'm playing, you know, against blue-white control. Then, like, I think I don't know, discard spells are pretty good against blue-white. It's very situational, and obviously you want a mix of both, which is why we have a mix of both. But if we're talking about, you know, for instance, the 7th discard spell versus the 3rd Kolaghan's Command, I think that even makes the argument a little bit closer. So, like, we're talking about what's the right split.
I still think Kolaghan's Command and Planeswalkers and more expensive, clunkier cards are going to be better against the fair decks. You could say maybe you want more discard spells over, like, 1-mana removal. That's a fine argument. The problem is, I honestly, like, 5 1-mana removal is a little less than I want. Like,
so the real argument is what you're cutting for it. You don't want to be cutting the big cards just to, like, maybe, you know, like if your argument is I want to be better against Stoneforge decks, I want to play another Thoughtseize. Well, what are you going to cut? A Kolaghan's Command? No, you're not. Are you going to cut a Bloodbraid that's great in the matchup? No, you're not. But if you're cutting a 1-mana removal spell that's maybe not so good in the matchup to improve it, then like, and you're like, okay, I'm building my deck to be better against those decks, then that's something that makes a little bit more sense.
And that's fine if you want to do that, but if you're going to figure your deck more that way, I want to play like another Plague Engineer in the sideboard or something, because the creature decks, I think, like, part of the pull to playing Jund is like trying to beat the creature decks definitely over 50% of the time. Like if you're playing Jund and you somehow lose to Infect, or you just like feel like you're a dog against Affinity, or you're struggling against humans or something, like there's no excuse for that. Or like Collected Company decks, like we played against some random band. I don't think they had Collected Company, but they're banned.
Flash deck.
Yeah, they even had Planeswalkers and stuff, and we still kind of dunked on it. It was a very good player, so. Like, if you're just not favored against creature decks, why are you playing?
Fair. Like, that's a good point. If you're not beating creature decks, playing Jund doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's see. What do you have? I've definitely missed something. Oh, Young PZ420 asked a while back, how has Vraska been, and who is that for?
Vraska's insane.
Vraska's insane.
Yeah. Vraska's been nuts. So basically, I had Chandra Torch of Defiance in that slot, and then you look, people are playing more Lilianas now. They're playing Wrenn and Six. I'm talking about the Mirror. Phoenix was playing like these more enchantments and stuff. Blue-white started moving towards 3-mana Planeswalkers. And I was just like, I saw somebody playing Vraska and was like, you know what? Like, this makes more sense when people are playing like 3 CMC like permanents that aren't creatures, like creatures that don't die to deal 4 damage to it. And there's a lot of Mirror, there's a lot of Tarmogoyfs running around. So I was like, I'm going to try Vraska. And I played it, and it was very good. The drawing a card versus having to play the card now is like kind of close. You have to sack a permanent. But another thing that's worth noting is like Wrenn and Six, there are times where you're playing it, you're getting lands back, and you're like, you're flooded because you just keep getting the same lands back, and, you know, you're just basically drawing air. But Vraska gets to turn those kind of into actual cards.
Yeah, basically turns all your lands into the Peatland kind of things. Yeah. No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
So it's good with Wrenn and Six. Even if you don't draw like one of your land combo with Wrenn and Six, like Barren Moor or Nurturing Peatland, your Vraska is going to be great there. It's good because there are more people playing, 3-mana Planeswalkers and 2-mana Planeswalkers in the form of Wrenn and Six. It's better against Tarmogoyf than Chandra is. it's very good against like basically anyone trying to play fair. Like if they're playing Stoneforge Mystic, great. If they're playing like blue white, the mirror, Shadow, it's like fine against. It kills Death Shadow. It doesn't kill Gurmag Angler, but Tarmogoyf can sometimes be a 5/6, and you know, Gurmag can be a problem, but at least kills Shadow, so I think it's good enough there. It's actually I brought it in against Burn and it won me a match in Richmond. Funny enough, like I was
Jeez.
like,
It
it's
gains
not great
life.
there.
It does gain a life, but Bird seems
Yeah,
rough. It seems rough.
I don't want to sell you on it being great there, but you have a lot of bad cards in your deck. Burn between like Confidant, Thoughtseize is like sometimes it saves a life, but also cast it. Sometimes you'd rather just not cast it and fetch tapped or something. You get your mana in a better spot. Wrenn and Six is not very good against Burn either. So you have a lot of dead cards in that matchup. So having literally a ham sandwich that can come into that matchup is fine. But for the most part, pretty much anyone trying to play fair, Vraska is great against. I like it more than Huntmaster. I like it more than like Chandra, obviously. I like it more. I've tried Angrat. That card not been good for me. Olson will probably kill me if I say it's garbage, but
I mean, Angrath is a lot of mana.
been bad for me. Nissa has been bad for me. Thragtusk has also been worse than Vraska because a lot of like these blue white in the mirror, they basically, even if you play a creature that requires 2 kill spells, kind of, that's still going to be easier to answer than a planeswalker oftentimes. And a planeswalker that also instantly replaces itself, or it at least instantly gets a card back if you want to. So Vraska's been great for me. Yeah, I think if you're going to play like any Haymaker in the sideboard on top of the 4 Bloodbraid Elves, it would be Vraska.
Okay, no, that's good logic. It's good logic. I buy it. All right, moving right along, we got a couple more questions to go. The same person, young PZ420, asked along the same vein of the cycle lands we were mentioning earlier. Have the 2X cycle lands been too slow? I'm worried about missing untapped land number 4 for Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah, so
We saw them be kind of slow in the leagues, like that. We were talking about how that Tranquil Thicket, like coming in tapped, made us fetch shock a little bit more, and we need to have more untap lands. And at the end of the day, we did end up just cycling it, but like it didn't really function as a land that entire time. It was a card kind of stranded in our hand till we could afford to cycle it.
So here's my deal. If you look at like Reed Duke's mana base or some other people's mana base, they've been playing like 2 or 3 Raging Ravine still. If you're like, you have the same number of tap lands you did before because you play 3 Raging Ravines. Now, instead of playing 3 Raging Ravines, I play just 3 cycle lands, or 2 cycle lands and a Raging. So I basically have the same number of tap lands I did before on 24 land. And Wrenn and Six like kind of helps you even more. So I actually think you have a better chance, obviously, of hitting your untapped lands now with Wrenn and Six if you play these cycle lands and the Raging Ravine. I mean, it just makes sense. Like you have 3 tap lands before, you have 3 tap lands now, but now you have Wrenn and Six. And I think Jun was solidly 25 lands. Now the Wrenn and Six format, I think solidly 4. And you could flood a little bit more because of Wrenn and Six. But if you ever draw lands combo with Wrenn and Six, it's super helpful. So I like this mana base a lot. I've wanted to work a Ghost Quarter into it, but I haven't been a huge fan of it. I definitely don't like Basic Mountain. I thought with Wrenn and Six I'd want it, but then I found like I was people with Field of Ruin and stuff, and I was like, this is where I want Basic Mountain, but having Wrenn and Six just ensures me against mana denial. So why do I need this? So I wasn't a fan of Basic Mountain with Wrenn and Six out now. Like Wrenn and Six protects you against mana denial. You don't need Basic Mountain to play around like Field of Ruin or Trophy or something silly. So I like that. I like everything. I was playing 2 Barren Moor, but I think just from the numbers, if you just run the numbers on like Frank Carson's article, I think a 1-1 split's just a little better. It's close, but I think it's a little better
On your colored sources. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's close, but I think it's a little better. So.
All right. Chugging right along. We're getting towards the end of the questions that we have. I don't know if chat's still awake in there, but there is a little bit of a queue for questions, I suppose. Inverno, I hope I said that right, said, will Stoneforge decks be a problem for Jund? Do you think your matchup against Stoneforge decks is difficult?
I mean, that's a tough one because I don't know how people are going to build Stoneforge decks. Inherently, I think you're probably going to be fine against them because Kolaghan's command can just basically undo the damage that Stoneforge deals in just one 1 swoop. They have to invest 4 mana. We only have to invest 3 mana, and we trade, basically 1 for 1 in that spot.
Scooter RX8, thank you much for the follow. I really appreciate it.
There are going to be spots where we don't even have to kill the Stoneforge, where we just basically invalidate it with blockers. We get a 2 for 1 with Kolaghan's Command. There are going to be spots where we don't have Kolaghan's Command, but we're still very equipped to deal with Stoneforge Mystic via Fatal Push, Lightning Bolt, Liliana. We can deal with the Batterskull and then not care about the Stoneforge. We have a lot of 2 for 1s. So, inherently, we should be fine against them, but, I don't know. Maybe people are going to play Esper and play 400 Planeswalkers of their own and play a bunch of Lingering Souls, and they could easily play cards that are good against us. So,
but you don't think Stoneforge itself is something that's going to beat us? It's going to be the cards surrounding those colors that are going to beat us.
Yeah, Stoneforge is going to be fine against Jund. I mean, it's a 2 for 1 often. Sometimes you kind of get a 2 for 1 back with your Kolaghan's Command, because you just shatter and then you have them discard or return something, and then you don't care about the 1/2 that's left behind as much. So, and then sometimes they invest 4 mana, you invest 3 mana, and you feel a little good about that. So Kolaghan's Command lines up great in Stoneforge. I mean, that's pretty obvious. And so much so that it's not just a 1 for 1 sometimes. And then when you don't have Kolaghan's Command, you can usually deal with Stoneforge Mystic and not care too much. So you're going to be inherently fine against that card. Sometimes it's going to beat you, just sometimes you're going to lose to Tarmogoyf in the Mirror, despite having Fatal Push, Trophy, other Tarmogoyfs of your own, and Liliana Skews. You have a million answers. Sometimes you're just going to die to things. That's just going to happen. Answers aren't going to line up. But on average, you're not going to die to a Stoneforge Mystic, I don't think. Okay. But if they play a bunch of 2 for 1s around it, could be bad.
All right, and getting down to looks like the last 2 questions that are currently in the chat. If you have any more questions, chat, those of you that are still out there and are still awake, jam them now. Now's the time. Obviously, you can reach Michael later, but if you want them to be answered here on stream and you want any of my input, kids' input, now is the time. All right, Co-Diamond says, no Maelstrom Pulse? You'd rather have a 3rd Kolaghan's Command, ?
Maelstrom Pulse. It's fine. I mean, I think if I was going to play a Maelstrom Pulse, I'd actually play it over an Assassin Trophy.
Kodam, the link to my YouTube channel should be in the panels below, or it's definitely on my Twitter as the pinned tweet. You can just, click that, find that, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you will get notified as soon as this video goes live. Should be later tonight. Michael might share it around at the Jund groups too as soon as it goes live as well, but if you want to know the second it hits, then please subscribe to my YouTube. Also supports me, doesn't cost you a thing. But, anyways, moving on. The Maelstrom Pulse, it's something you've talked about, but I think it's just a little clunky and not quite good enough.
It's close between it and the 3rd Trophy in the main deck, maybe.
Yeah, I think I'll buy that. But like I said, Trophy being better against both big mana because you can pull up lands and just more mana efficient seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, Kolaghan's Command fills a different role than Maelstrom Pulse often. Yeah. I mean, sometimes they both deal with artifacts, hard to deal with permanents. But oftentimes, Kolaghan's Command is more for utility and a 2 for 1, whereas Maelstrom Pulse is more for basically just really problematic big things, whether it's Prime Time or Planeswalkers or Gurmag Angler. That's more where it's oftentimes a 1 for 1 utility removal spell that's for bigger things. Whereas Kolaghan's Command is a utility removal spell that's for a smaller thing and a 2 for 1. But they're different cards. I think Maelstrom Pulse is more comparable to that.
Ooh, there's a train coming, chat. There's a train coming. Hopefully I don't blast your ears too bad. Shouldn't be too bad.
Are you actually playing the sublist deck?
I don't think so. I think I've decided at this point that I'm just gonna let this. I want this to run as long as possible. I want people to really get their value out of this. I would rather have more quality content than just more content in general. So I will apologize to my subscriber and either stream it tomorrow if they want me to, or stream it next week. And I plan on doing a lot of streaming to catch up on sublists. I believe I have 2 or 3 to do at this moment. So definitely going to be catching up on sublists soon. But I really want to make sure that people get their equity out of this. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about time. Let's just make sure people get what they want to hear, because we haven't done this in a while, and we probably won't again for a little bit of a while because we're both very busy people. So
Yeah, you got that right.
let's just make sure that we get everything answered. People are happy with the content, and I feel like we're producing reasonable content. It seems like people have stuck around, even though we're just sitting here talking and not actually streaming games. So
Yeah, no, this list is fine. I think if I play some tomorrow or Friday before we hop on an airplane over to Dallas, I definitely think I'm going to play Alpine Moon with the Damping Sphere.
Alpine Moon of the Damping Sphere. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
It
I
is worse against
definitely.
Valakut now, though, which kind of sucks. Like I said, the Field of the Dead thing is so big.
That's true, but Damping Sphere doesn't do
I mean, it doesn't do
anything.
anything. It
So
just have text in the matchup. That's fair. That's fair. All right.
yeah.
Let's see. We got a couple more questions. All right. Thoughts on from Who Flung Poo? Thoughts on Tyler's Tracker over Bob?
Whew. So my last two lists, so my 20th place list from what Richmond and my 24th place from
Columbus.
Columbus. Yeah, I had one tracker in the deck, and my thoughts were, I was playing 3 Dark Confidants for a while, and then I actually swapped the Dark Confidant for the tracker because I just didn't want to have 3 more cards. Like, I didn't want to have 3 cards on top of discard spells that I didn't love. So that was kind of where I went with that evolution of it, as I was like, a friend of mine talked me into it. And I played tracker since then, and I was like, this card is very mediocre. Like, it's just super mediocre.
It's
In
very
modern,
mediocre.
yeah, it's like Jun's Curve is usually remove a spell or discard into 2-drop. And tracker is not a 2-drop. In fact, tracker oftentimes is not even a 3-drop. It's like a 4-drop because you want to play it with a fetch often. The other thing in modern is, unless you're playing against like Burn, most of the time I would rather pay life than mana for cards. Even against like humans and spirits and decks that you think are aggressive, like they're trying to tempo you out. They're not often punking you out with like a couple points here and there. They're usually trying to get under you and tempo you out. So cards in those matchups, I would much rather pay life than mana. And against, combo and big mana, I want a 2-drop, and I want to play a Fulminator or a Liliana on turn 3. I don't want to play a Tireless Tracker on turn 3. And I certainly don't want to play nothing on turn 2 and then finally play a 3-drop on 4. That's just not where I want to be. So to me, I was like, Dark Confidant is a much better card. The only reason you should play Tireless Tracker over Dark Confidant is pretty much other Wrenn and Six decks. That's the only place where I think Tireless Tracker is like better, or against Burn, where life for cards is actually worse than mana for cards because they're Burn. But other than like those matchups, the Monasteries for Spear decks and the Wrenn and Six decks, I think Dark Confidant is just better against all of them. That goes for humans, spirits, whatever decks, anybody. I can't think of a matchup. Maybe like blue white. Dark Confidant's great, but Tireless Tracker might be a little better just because it like if they path it or something, you could instantly play a fetch land and get 2 clues. So it might be a little better there, but it's close enough that I would just rather go with the Confidant. So that's kind of my thoughts on 2 cards. It's like I don't want to play 3 Confidants because it's so many cards that are bad in the mirror, and also I guess it is with Wrenn and Six in the deck now, you have a lot of cards that are also bad against Burn. So that's kind of my issue with playing like 3 Confidants, but I think Confidant on average is better than Tireless Tracker.
All right. Hitman 33 with the band list. Do you think blue white decks will be on the rise? Would the card Choke be a card for the sideboard?
I mean, yeah, people are playing like blue white and Esper stuff, especially if they're not. It depends how they built their mana base. Like if Esper plays a bunch of Dark Shores and stuff, like
Yeah.
I
If
don't want
Esper's
to.
playing a bunch of fast lands, Choke's gonna be embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't want to like commit. It's not that it will be like so embarrassing. Like it'll still be a fine card, but I don't want to commit a sideboard slot to a card that is for a matchup that it like may or may not be super prevalent, and the card won't end the game on the spot. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. If blue white's everywhere, blue white X decks are everywhere, and especially if they build their mana base in a way that makes them more susceptible to choke, and by that I mean less fast lands, less man lands. If they're just like mostly fetch shock and like fetch basic kind of stuff, if that's their recipe, then sure, try one of choke. I don't know where I
Okay.
would put it right now.
So if you have a local meta infested with blue-white decks that have badly built mana base, Choke's the card for you.
Yeah, like I don't think I would play it in an open because I don't.
I mean, you're just not going to play
actually
against that much blue-white, even if it's on the rise. Even if it's 20%, you're playing it 2, maybe 3 times in a tournament? That's still 12 other rounds to play.
Yeah, you're playing it like 2-3 times, and Fulminator's a card that you is still fine in a lot of those matchups, and way better in like more problematic matchups, and way more fine in other matchups. So like
way more fine.
Yeah, I know, it's funny. But like, I don't know. If I was gonna play a choke in the sideboard, I'd almost be tempted to save a land destruction spell or like a haymaker. I'd want to shave something for blue-white. It's like I don't want to shave a generic good mana denial because like the Tron decks and whatnot are probably more popular, and even if they're not, they're much more difficult.
Right. So your problem fundamentally is that it's too narrow.
Yeah, that's the problem really. And it's like, if you shave one of these haymakers, you're all of a sudden back in the predicament where you're leaving in a bunch of discard spells in the mirror, or I guess you're tempted to board in Plague Engineer or something silly. And I don't want to be in that spot, so that's my issue with Choke. I just always thought it's too narrow, and it doesn't actually end the game against blue-white. Like, a card I saw Olsen playing that could consider is actually Thrun the Last Troll. Like,
Thrun. It's been many moons.
He's not great, but he's fine in the mirror. Like, you can board him in. He's very bad against Liliana, and sometimes he's just like a 4 mana cumulative upkeep to block their Tarmogoyf, but like he's fine. You're just both killing everything. He's hard to kill. You don't have a Liliana, so he's a fine card there. And then like you can board in Run against random burn deck just as another ham sandwich of attack, so he's like fine. He's fine against most decks where you want. It's like he's not as good of a haymaker as a lot of these against like mid-rangey decks that have big creatures, but still fine in those matchups. And he's better against blue-white. So, if people aren't playing Terminus, no Wrath of Gods, they're playing more Stoneforge and stuff. Thrun's fine. Like, play some Thrun.
Very reasonable. Get you Thrun. If you're looking to beat up on blue-white, some Thrun. No choke. And it does have more flexibility in other matchups. I buy that a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got? Oh, Smirabito. Any chance we bring back Ishkana?
Probably not. I love Ishkana. Ishkana was very good for me when like Spirits were super big, but
and it was like good against Phoenix when like recurring Phoenixes was a problem. You could just block them.
It's good against Phoenix, and it was good against Phoenix particularly before they played a lot of enchantments, and they were more on like Crackling Drake and Return Phoenix. Those were their bread and butter in the matchup. Now that they have, if it is even a deck, but it's not really, but if somehow it is a deck, ungodly reason. Like Ishkana is not good against Arya or like Ascension. If people still play that other than Drake. Yeah, like those are just two matchups. Like Spirits has all but disappeared, and then Phoenix is probably going to disappear. And it's two matchups where Ishkana was good, that now she's not so good. I think Vraska as a haymaker is better. I don't think you can play a 5 mana. Like, you can probably play one card in the sideboard that's like a 4/5 mana, somewhat narrow haymaker for basically all the fair decks and maybe some other decks along the way. Whether it's like some of them you're going to be like Vraska or Planeswalkers, they're usually going to be better against like prison style decks, those kind of things. And then your like creatures like the Thragtusk and Ishkana are going to be better against like the creature deck. So you can only choose like one of those probably in your sideboard. And I think Vraska's better in the meta as it stands.
Okay. So that makes sense. Vraska a little better is like a haymaker. And there was somebody else that asked why Vraska, and I tried to give them a little bit of a rundown in chat because I know you had a fair bit to say on the card, and that'll be available on YouTube. Link to my YouTube below and on my Twitter and as a pinned post. Subscribe. The video should be up later tonight. I think we're down to the last two questions. As long as we finally exhausted the chat of the question and answer session we have here. We have Nubs, big fan of Nubs. Shout out to the work they've done on my Discord. They really did put a lot of effort into overhauling my Discord and putting some bots in there. So really appreciate their help. I'm very happy to have their support. And actually, I need to mod them here in a second. But they said, how is the matchup against Wurza? Like Jun's matchup against Wurza?
You know, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't know. I have played it maybe 3 times, and like, I don't know. It actually was part of my frustration with one of the leagues I had this week, where I had a league where I started out 3-0, and I don't know. I was going into game 3 against some random zoo deck. I just had gotten punked out one game, and then like, I got the tickets back from this league, but I like played and like somehow when I was sideboarding, like it went to 0, and I was like, have I disconnected? And I typed in the chat and it popped out. I don't know if I disconnected or what, but I lost game 3 because of shenanigans. And then next round I punted against Urza and then got blood, which they don't play often. So that was very frustrating. But like the other 2 times, I think I'm like 1-2 against the deck.
You're 1-2 against it?
Yeah, I'm 1-2 against it. So one of the times I got punked out by Blood Moon, and I punted game 1 and got punked out another game. They don't usually play Blood Moon. The other games, like, they felt close. I would imagine the matchup probably close, but Wurz is probably insane. I mean, that deck might just be the best deck in the format.
Yeah, that deck seems very powerful.
I don't know if people are going to play it, like how many people are going to play it. It's probably just going to be, you know, a decent portion of the grinders and a couple other randos, but yeah, I don't know who's going to play it, but the deck seems insane. It probably is close. It's definitely, if I had a list of matchups that I want to play against, it's definitely not be on that list. A lot of that might be unfamiliarity on my part, but I'd much rather play against a lot of other decks before Urza.
Yeah, I expect a lot of the good Magic players to play Wurza. Now, the thing about Wurza that's going to hold it back, at least in Dallas, is that it does have a bad big mana matchup. Talking with Harlan, he was very scared of decks like Valakut, and Tron's not the best matchup. It's not horrible, but it's not the best matchup. And yeah, like you said, he was very, very scared of Scapeshift, and so like the big mana decks can be pretty good against Wurza. And so that is like maybe hold it back because big mana is in a good position, but yeah, if you're not in a good spot against Wurza as Jund, then that's maybe not the best spot to be going forward in this metagame. But we'll see how it shakes out. Wurza definitely got a lot worse with the graveyard decks being worse because they were some of the best decks at combating the Hogaks and the Dredges. So we'll see how that plays out. But that's very interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I might be totally wrong. It might actually be somehow a good matchup. You have Kolaghan's Command. You have Assassin's Trophy.
Yeah, you did go Kolaghan's
good
Command.
against Thopter. By the way, I did draw the time I beat Wurza, I drew Vraska, and like it was
very good against Wurza, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it wasn't like.
I mean, it doesn't kill Urza himself, which seems good against you, but I guess it kills like a lot of the other.
Yeah, it kills like a snaring bridge and like random, douchey permanents. It's not even really douchey, but like some of them just like annoying permanents. Like it kills Psy, it kills, kills Ensnaring Bridge is the big one that I was able to kill with it, and then plus up and draw cards.
Okay.
It's
find more hate and stuff like that. All right, I'll buy it.
It's not insane, but it's better than like an Ishkana would be, sure.
Yeah, that's fair. Ishkana not seeming. Hey, blocks Thopters. Come on, kid. Come on, blocks Thopters.
Yeah, you're right. It does do that, I guess.
Busted. Ginger Monster said, IDK, this has been covered before, but lately I felt like 4 Lily is a sacred cow people won't kill. Have you had thoughts on that? Is there a time where 3 or less is correct?
I don't know. I've talked to some people. I've thought about this myself. Every time I've like cut or relegated a Liliana to the sideboard, I've generally regretted it. I also view it as like a decent just tool in game 1 against like most decks. Even if she's not great, she's usually good. Like a lot of people have no respect for her against the go wide decks, but we combo her with like fatal pushes and lightning bolts, Wrenn and Six. She's going to be pretty good there, especially for a main deck card. If you're like thinking of playing a Tireless Tracker or something there, she's better than that. Against the combo decks and the big mana decks, she's going to complement your other cards so well, like your discard spells, your mana denial. Against the fair deck, she's obviously going to be good. The place where I want her the least has usually been the graveyard decks, and those decks are not around.
And those they just nuked those.
Well, I should say, when I say the graveyard decks, I mean Hogak. Izzet Phoenix actually good, but yeah, I don't know. I've been happy with her. She's almost okay in every matchup, and then good to great in some. And also, as far as a main deck card goes, she gives you something to do with cards that are bad, and I think that's an important thing to fair decks. Like when you draw a path out of blue-white, having like a Jace to brainstorm it back or whatever, that's a nice thing to have. If you have Faithless Looting before in like your Mardu Pyromancer deck, or even your Izzet Phoenix deck sometimes when you maybe like Echoing Truth wasn't good or Flame Slash wasn't good, whatever. Like that's a pull to those kind of decks. So having that effect in Jund is nice. If you have Seasoned Pyromancer, it might be, if you do want to play Seasoned Pyromancer, I could see going down to 3 Liliana. They're both on the curve at the same point. They kind of have that functionality of they're both fine in a lot of matchups to very good. If you are going to do that, I would recommend not playing Tranquil Thicket or Barren Moor. Playing probably a second Ravine. You might have to play a basic Mountain. You might even want to consider. Yeah, you might even want to consider something that I've seen nobody do, but I tried it for a league and it was fine. Is playing something like Canyon Slew or whatever.
Canyon Slew.
Yeah, Canyon Slew or what's the other one? The red-green one. It's
Sheltered Thicket?
Sheltered Thicket. I tried some leagues with those in the Pyromancer build, and I was like, you know what, this is totally reasonable. Like, they seem terrible, but they're not bad.
You can fetch them. Yeah, fetch them.
Yeah, you can fetch them when you don't want to draw those kind of lands.
Yeah.
I also didn't mind it because I didn't mind having a third fetchable red source. I'm going to be totally honest. That's something I've thought about having over the years with Jund, just playing a second Blood Crypt. But having, so that was one thing I didn't mind about that at all. Like, you're going to play Seasoned Pyromancer and explore that way. No one else is doing it, but it felt fine to me. And, more power to you. If you like playing around with Jund and playing with the numbers, try those cards over like the Barren Moor and Tranquil Thicket.
Yeah, some more colorful duels and play some Pyromancers.
Yeah.
Right,
you might could even try them in this deck. Like, even though there are no Seasoned Pyromancers, maybe one of those is like...
Just like having an extra, maybe this could be the Sheltered Thicket or whatever, and
Yeah, just having another red, land to fetch was kind of cool on top of, something that combos well with Wrenn and Six. So,
all right.
That might be something to think about.
So we got the last question. This is the absolute last question I'm going to take, and it's a perfect question to end on. This is from Who Flung Poo again. What changes would you make to this deck list? You mentioned the Alpine Moon of the Damping Sphere potentially. Is there anything else you're unhappy with? Anything else you're still playing with? Anything else you're considering with this deck list?
The third trophy main, I don't know. I was hovering between it, and the Abrupt Decay was bad in this. It didn't kill Hogak, though, and there was a lot of Tron out there. If Tron's not super popular, or if Tron's maybe a little less popular and I play more cards in the sideboard for it, I could see playing something like an Abrupt Decay. I could see playing a Maelstrom Pulse. I've generally not liked that card since Assassin's Trophy's been in the format, but it is something I think about. I honestly don't think I will end up playing it, though. I think I would probably stick to this main deck for SCG Dallas. In the sideboard, there's a decent chance some things change. Just me looking at the meta, I'll probably talk a lot on our flight with people. The one thing, though, that I am pretty sure I will is that Damping for an Alpine Moon. I could easily
swap this for an Alpine Moon.
Yeah, I could easily see myself running this exact 75 minus the Damping plus an Alpine Moon in SCG Dallas. In fact, if I had to put a gun to my head and said register your deck now, that is what I would play. It's just 74 of these 75 cards in an Alpine Moon.
Perfect answer. Couldn't have said it better. All right, let's wrap this stream on up. Kid, if everybody in the chat wants to find you, plug yourself a little bit. Where can they find you? Where are you at? They want more Kid. They haven't had enough. 4 hours wasn't enough of Kid.
I am on Facebook. I'm in the Jund City page. I am on Twitter at that Jund Kid, spelled with 2 Ds. My last name's Kid, spelled with 2 Ds, if you didn't know. And I also am a writer for Good Grief Game. I'm on and off on that just because I'm somewhat busy myself. So it's tough for me to always write. But I write every now and then. I have a good tournament or something happens that I just want to talk about, like Trophy or Wrenn and Six. I think I have an article on both those cards. I have a couple other articles on. I also play some Legacy, and I think I have a Legacy article out or two, and I placed with Grixis as well at a team event. So, those are places to find me. I respond mostly to Facebook messages. If you're just like direct message me, I'm more like my phone actually notifies me of those than the Twitter messages. But as far as like my content, you can find it most on Twitter or on game.
All right. I posted both a link to his Twitter and a link to his articles on Good Grief Games. Check them out. They're right there beneath Nub's most recent comment. Check out those links. You can support him by following him on Twitter or checking out his articles. Yeah. He's a very, very frequent writer.
Yeah. And I will say one thing. I have probably won't happen soon, or it may not be very frequently, but I have thought about streaming. If I do stream, it will probably almost 100% be almost all Jund, at least at first. I've thought about streaming.
That's what this chat wants. That's what they're here for, kiddo. So I don't think you have to tell them twice. I did have somebody ask for a sideboard guide, so that's probably something that you could produce some content on and put behind a Patreon. Like
sideboard guides, I put those on Twitter often.
Sideboard guides on Twitter. You want sideboard guides for Jund? Michael Kidd's Twitter. That Jund Kid. Follow him.
I put sideboard guides. Usually, what list I'm playing at the event coming forward. My header is usually my list. So I may not tell everybody this because if they ever get paired against me at an event, they can just look me up on Twitter and know exactly how many ley lines and shenanigans I'm playing. Which I think I had somebody do that to me on Hogak. They looked on Twitter and knew I had 2 ley lines.
Nah, it's fine. I've played face-up Decklist. I post my Decklist in an article every week. You'll be fine. Besides, now thousands of people that watch this YouTube video are going to know where to find your Decklist, as long as they've watched this far into the video. Although I don't know who has the patience to watch 4 hours of Jund content.
No, most people don't. But, or they're just Jund players and they mirrors, so whatever, who cares?
It was designed to be a reference. So, are you going to have a cyber guide for Dallas this weekend up on Twitter? Is that something they could be looking forward to?
I'm going to try. Every event I do try to post a sideboard guide. I don't always get to it just because life is always hectic. But I do try. I actually do try to get sideboard guides out.
All right. Well, I'll make sure, chat, that I retweet it if he posts one. So you can check my Twitter, check his Twitter. But I highly recommend you follow him if you want extended Jund content. And obviously, if you want to reach out to him and talk to him about Jund.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kid, thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. We did talk for 4 hours, so I really appreciate basically taking 4 hours of your time to come stream with me. It was a lot of fun, as always. We had a nice crowd in here, and I really appreciate everybody. I'm not going to stream another league after this. I streamed one earlier this week, so I've already kind of hit my quota on content for the week as far as amount, and I want to make sure I'm producing good content. And with the stream starting late, it's already 10 o'clock. I would be exhausted and would not produce good content if I continue to stream beyond now. So we are going to find somebody to host after I talk a little bit about my sponsors. First off, if you've been enjoying the content, by the way, Mansack MTG, thank you much for the follow. I missed it 3 minutes ago because I've been talking a bunch, but thank you for your follow. If you have been watching this content, you appreciate this content I produce, then please follow me on Twitch. It's the easiest way to support me on Twitch, and we'll let you know when I go live. If you have, if you want to enjoy more of my content, I mean, there's even another Michael Kidd Jund video from way back that you can go find on my YouTube. There's a link below. You can follow to YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, you're enjoying the content, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the easiest way to support me on YouTube, and we'll let you know when I post more videos.
We did 5-0-10-0 that, by the way.
We did 5-0-10-0. We 5-0-10-0'd with Jund. Beat Tron in that league as well. It's just too easy. Solid point, man. Thank you much for the follow. I really appreciate it. We'll have notifications back online next week when I don't have to worry about kids' audio. But last but not least, if you want to support me, the stream, and Team Nova, you can support my sponsors, which you can see in the top of the screen, the top center now. I had to move them around so I could fit Kid's lovely face beneath me. You can support all of those sponsors. There's 6 of them laid out there for you. Mage is a mobile app that is produced for Magic the Gathering. Should be available on all platforms. They produce the best mobile app on the market, in my opinion, and they're coming out with a new StockX for Magic that is going to be a new way to buy and sell Magic cards that has some built-in fraud protection with it. I'm highly excited for that. You can sign up for the beta through the links. You go follow them on Twitter at Mage. I believe it's just Mage, but maybe Mage Market. I think it's Mage Market. And you can also, download their app. Check out their app. It's great. A lot of people are talking about it on Twitter. They sponsor a lot of the Magic community. They're awesome. Introspective is a clothing company that produces the jerseys for Team Nova. They also support some other SCG teams, and their clothing is awesome. I have multiple pieces of their apparel that I wear both to work and sometimes on stream. Their stuff is great. You can use code TeamNovaMTG for 10% off your order with them. There is a link in the panels below to their storefront. To their storefront that you can find through that link. And yeah, buy their stuff. It's awesome. It's great. You won't regret it. And then, of course, we have the 4 sponsors that have been with Team Nova since day one. We got ManaTraders.com, which is the rental service I use to play all these decks for you all. It's the reason I can afford to play Jund. I couldn't just afford to shell this out myself. So, really appreciate ManaTraders. I've used them for even before I was sponsored. And, I've gone on 2 years with them. So, it's been a long time. Been very, very happy with the service. You can use code TeamNovaMTG for 15% off your first 3 months with them. And so, it's a great deal. It's a fantastic service. And, it's going to have the decks you want to play. So, highly recommend you check that out. There's a link below to get started. Use code TeamNovaMTG. Hipstersofthecoast.com is a content production website that I myself write for, as well as the rest of Team Nova. We're also going to have an article coming out this Friday, which I have to write my piece for after this. But we have an article coming out this Friday that's the deck list we're going to play for the coming weekend. And so if you want to see what Team Nova is playing in their latest tournament, check that out. Hipstersofthecoast.com. Also plenty of other articles, podcasts, merchandise that you can pick up from Hipsters. Doesn't cost you a thing to go read some articles, get a little bit better at Magic, and supports Team Nova. Next up, we got Inkling Customs, which is an artist that falls around a lot of the SCG Tour events and a lot of the Magic Fests. Her work is fantastic. She did our logo, playmats, and our tokens. You can see the token there to the right of my screen. Should be really tiny for you all, but either way, I love the work she's done. Every person that's ever gotten stuff from her has been really happy with it. You can follow her on Twitter at Inkling Customs to see some of the custom work she's done, and there's a link in the panels below or in the description below if you're on YouTube to check out her storefront. Prices are all reasonable, and her artwork's great, so there's no reason you shouldn't check her out.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we got the In Games, which is a store in Charlottesville local to one of our players. They let us buy and rent cards at a discount. You can too, using code TeamNovaMTG for 10% off your order with them. Supports Team Nova, supports a good LGS, and saves some money buying some Magic cards. So everybody wants to do that. Check them out. Link below. They're awesome. Thank you all very much, and I'll check you next time.